Hey, hey, yes, yes.
Where do I send the check? That's all right.
All right. Well, the President, Doc, has just gone around to do the around the grounds and just make sure who's on which side of the ledger, so we can give you a around the grounds blow. Results only will be on the Bowls Link. There is no live scoring option because the players aren't using their smartphones to update us. They're just using the old manual cards. Same again, viewers. Matt Harris here in commentary for YouTube Live Sports. It's great to be here, and we've got the Bargo Bushrangers taking on the Springwood Bowling Club. Now, I'm not too sure why my cameras are struggling a little bit with the autofocus, but we'll see how we pan out. I think the players are pretty much gonna all have to be tapped on the shoulder, I think, because they're already standing in view. Well, 2 trial ends done. Sweating bullets here at the Campbelltown Bowling Club. And Colleen Cook starting up for Bargo Bowling Club. No doubt they probably won the toss. She's using the Adrenaline, which is a Drake Pride bowl, and they're green. Early on, she's didn't give it enough breakfast this morning. So we've now got Katrina using Blue XGs, trying to roll the jack. Number of birds giving us a little bit of notice. All right, Doc, we are broadcasting the first end, and I'll let the viewers know that we were just doing the round the grounds to try and give us some updates. We hopefully will, you know, in future matches get the Bowls Link and get the live timing. But you know what? Let's just get them on the green first and get them out there. But good morning to you, Doc. How are you?
Mate. Well, thank you.
Just tell us about who you are, because I know you've got Stephen Della, president, on there. But how long have you been in the role?
So with the regions amalgamating in, when, 23, 24, I've been in this role for 2 years.
And you've had you told me some exciting, you've had 40% increase in participation in these regional tournaments.
Yep, this is our final state event, the fours, but with the 3 previous ones and this one, with all the interest around the region, we've had 42% more players and sides participating, which we're really proud of.
Yeah, unbelievable. That's really, really good numbers.
And we've got 33 clubs in the region, and 10 of them are represented here at the semi-final stage today.
Oh, Well, we've got a treat for the viewers at home, getting to know all the different players, and I was here for the singles, and knowing your region, the Nepean Highlanders, what's the other region that borders you?
So it's a bit to the west. So Hazelbrook and Lawson are our furthest west, and then I think Midwest joins that. The
Yes.
Cowra Orange group. We've probably got some borders with Metro Northwest, the Hills and Carlingford and that group.
Yes.
We also border around the Ingleburn, Cabramatta, St John's Park with Metro Southwest.
Yes.
So they're probably all ours. And then down the south, we clearly border with the ACT. That would be the next, although that's interstate. And then I guess southwest would be the next ones.
So your catchment's quite broad, and obviously since the regions have changed, well, zones became regions. Has that sort of spread out your membership base further, or
no? Because we were Zone 5 before, so
Okay.
all the Zone 5 men's clubs stayed in the same region. We've
Right.
just acquired a couple of ladies clubs
Okay.
from 3 different districts.
Brilliant.
So we've always been Taralga in the south, up to Wiseman's Ferry and Pitt-town in the north, Blacktown Workers in the east to Hazelbrook Lawson in the west.
Well, it's good to see you got a youngster. She turned 18 just the other day. This is Chelsea from
Chelsea
Bargo.
Renouf. Yep.
She's got the coral speckled bowls, and these are dynamics, and just missing the toucher there. So we're just trying to do the landscape preview at the moment, and we'll focus purely on the bowls. You've got the skip from Springwood, Heather. She's using the foot there to give her third, which is Karen, and Karen's using the pink XGs. And if you're not sure what XGs are, they're a Henselite bowl, but no doubt if you're a bowler, you'd be aware of what's going on. But the greens look amazing. The greenkeeper's done an amazing job. Is it Brad? Greenkeeper? I'm pretty sure it is. I thought it was.
Yeah.
But he was here at the early hours. And let's have a look at Chelsea on the map. Very well balanced. She is supported by Harley McDonald, who was with Bargo, but he's since moved on to Tarrant Point to try and help that club's campaign to get back into Platinum Pennant. I have said on a number of broadcasts looking at the Open Gender Pennant, which I've had the pleasure of playing in grades 1 and 2 over the last couple of years. I've stepped back this year with my club DY just so I can do other things, particularly broadcasting. I don't have the time to train. But Tarrant Point are going to be very hard to beat. I wouldn't be surprised. And that could be our first Mr. Chalky of the morning. And look at this. Good morning, Mr. Chalky. What a lovely effort and a lovely bowl. But yeah, I like to talk all things sport, but bowls is obviously what we're here to communicate with at the moment. But Chelsea, yes, one of the few juniors we have across all regions. As you can understand, lots of kids have got lots of things to do, and bowls, being out in the green for 4 or 5 hours or 10 hours in the day is probably something in this format, playing fours. You get 2 turns and you don't get another go for another 8 minutes. It might be something But look, Chelsea's very converted. She actually had an early night because she had to play bowls the next day after her birthday. So she's converted.
Yes.
But she's a rarity.
She is. She just turned 18.
Yeah, she did.
Got accepted into nursing. She's deferring that.
Yes.
Which is good. They've got those opportunities of putting their career a bit on hold to play a bit more bowls.
Now, we're just trying to get a feel for who's got what bowl, but the team from Bargo, there are 3 of them that have different shades of orange. So if you look at every bowl out there except those sort of green adrenaline that look white on the screen, but the skipper probably wouldn't be too impressed with that because you've got to reach. She just overcorrected on her last. Be interesting to see. They look like they could be a couple down.
Yeah, I think Springwood's holding probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, Heather's using the blue and white bowl, and they are SRVs. Probably a little high line at the moment, but look, they've had 2 trial ends. and it's a morning game. There wasn't a lot of dew around today, even though the greenkeeper was sort of ringing out different chamois and things. But
yeah, coming from south, there was a lot of fog around. That eventually cleared. Looks like it's a 2.
well, we've got Bob the Builder at the moment holding the measure, getting ready to see how they go. And
Only the 1.
Only the 1.
So Chelsea's back bowl was second shot. So.
Yeah. So, viewers, as we know, when we're operating, camera operator, producing, directing, the whole lot, the first thing I do is change the camera, because if I don't change the camera, we then look at people kicking bowls and doing all sorts of things. So let's get rid of that. It was only 1 to Springwood, so we can change the scoreboard. And I'm just talking you through the process, just because once it becomes automatic, I don't have to make mention of that. And we just want to make sure that the scoreboard, there we go, we are all done.
And what you can see next to this TV rink, the pink and the the pink and the green, that's the other women's semi-final. That's between Glenbrook in the pink and Penrith in the green. Lisa Cook and I think it's Christine Layt from Glenbrook and Penrith respectively. So that's the other semi-final. So the winners of both these games will be playing off this afternoon for the final.
Terrific. Springwood Bowling Club, Katrina is using the blue XGs, and she's having a bit of a beta look. Here we go, as I forget to change the cameras after looking at the faces, and well done. That's a great start.
She's found a range pretty quickly. She had 2 very close bowls with the first 2.
It's interesting, Doc, a lot of people find the morning game challenging because they're getting up and doing bits and pieces. More gentlemen are referred to by knocking on the bar going, is the bar going to be open yet? So hang on, it's 9 o'clock and you need a beer. No disrespect to those that do need a beer, but there's not too many women out there going, can I have a shardy?
No.
It's just not the way they do things. Well, they might have a little hip flask or something. But I'm not surprised to see Katrina put 1 on and 1 behind. She just probably overcorrected there a little bit. But that's not a problem, because the skipper always wants a bowl in the catching area. But what it does cause as a problem is when you look at the extremes of where my cameras I have to look at. I'll try and bring in that other bowl, because there we go.
Yeah, look, I don't know if it's psychological, but then clearly the greens are always a bit slower in the morning.
Apparently, yes.
And so people probably prefer not to be playing on slower greens, and then as it speeds up they adjust, whereas afternoon greens, particularly in summertime, the pace will be there, people walking on the green, so they come out to a quick green. And then sometimes when shadows appear, they've then got to adjust down. Here's some early pressure here from Springwood.
Oh, and that was by Joe using the dark blue SRVs. But I don't think Melinda will be too overawed by it. She knows what she's got to do as a second. A good second is always up. And when your lead misses the bowls in the head, her main job is to get at least a bowl in the head. So the girls haven't been able to do that at the moment. So the back end might be thinking, okay, panic station's not yet, 1 end down. I was actually watching them just before they had their trial ends, and the Bargo girls had a little huddle, and it was just a really nice communication there by the skip, and just reaffirming, look, we might have only won 1 game to get here, and we're in the semi-final, but that's in every region, particularly with 4s. You know, there's 8 players on the rink, and if you're playing pairs, there's 4 matches.
Yes.
You know, okay. So
an early switch here. Thinks that bowl's in a way on the forehand, so trying to...
Well, look, when I look at the bowl she's using dynamics, so that is definitely in her draw line, unless she sort of goes under. A nice line for the dynamic there, using the orange bowl. Melinda just needs it to hurry.
Probably a 3rd shot by now.
Well, I think the skipper would be a little bit relieved, because she has got one of the orange bowls behind. Heather just asking, I think it is now Karen. And we'll just make sure we've got the Karen's using the pink XGs. And, oh, look at this. Oh, that's in the area. I don't... Okay.
Now a shelf for
well,
Chelsea to use.
it's a good bad bowl.
Yep.
And I played against Chelsea once before, and she got the chocolates by one shot last end in a mixed pairs at St John's Park, and we've had a good chat ever since. I actually had the pleasure of broadcasting the women's pairs, classic pairs, which was at Tarrant Point, and because of extreme heat, the Bargo combination, mum and daughter combination, was supposed to be on the live feed or the TV, but the game was they didn't play the final round. It was too hot. It was like almost 40 degrees. And,
unsafe.
Yeah, but they were a bit disappointed. But look, they're now on the live stream today, which is really wonderful.
Well, probably in recent times, Chelsea's our most experienced on TV because she got to the final of the state rookies not so long ago.
She did, but she shot herself in the foot by putting that bowl short, so she's going to have to come under. She needs a clear run, and she's got that.
She's got some connection.
Just needs to... Oh, that is a wonderful shot.
That's good. So Glenda's got 2 bowls behind. She's got possibly second shot, if not certainly third.
When a player does that, we bring in the Karen Murphy, and Karen actually can't hear it through the headset, but she goes, "Great shot," which was a lovely shot. But look, she had the shelf to be able to land on. So
did you need permission from Karen?
I have spoken to Karen about it. From Shoalhaven Heads, we actually broadcast the event, her event at Shoalhaven Heads, and I said, "Look, I've brought in a little bit of a treasure for you." And she says, "What that?" I said, "Well, we try to be kind." She said, "I just don't want a full body shot." I said, "Stop it. You're one of our elites." This is Heather, blue and white SRVs. Where is she trying to get here, Doc, you reckon? Group in again? Or
maybe it's 7 o'clock. Maybe split that white and the orange bowl of Mel, maybe where the Jack's going to go if Glenda gets connection on the shot bowl. Just straight down the line.
So we've got Gail.
Gail, sorry.
Champion of champions. And you got the beginning with G. It was wonderful. Now, unfortunately, she's using the SRVs as well, and the SRV is a tighter line bowl, say, than an XG or an Optima. So for me, I'm a big fan of bringing in a rule that you can change your bowl at any time up to about the 11th end, but once you make the change, you can't change again. I just think it would be really good because, as you've mentioned, by about 10 o'clock, green speed has probably improved depending on the weather. And I think you should be able to, tell everyone, I'm bringing out my wider bowl. Look, bowl's a simple game. It's line and length, and we overthink it. And she's playing with a bit of passion here. She's giving it a chance.
Yeah, I like that call from Chelsea. I think playing on the forehand is going to be easier to get to the object bowl rather than on the backhand. So Bargo's been a bit lucky here. They've only really had 1 bowl in the head for the first 2 ends, and they've only dropped 2 ones. So.
Well, that was actually she put her hand up for 2.
Oh, 2 was it? It is 2. Yep. Sorry.
No, that's all right, mate. Jeez, we're all human. And I tell you, I'm
getting the names wrong, getting the calls.
No, hey, listen, that's why I'm the commentator and you're the guest. If I was the lead commentator, we would be in a bit of strife. Once again, there, viewers, we've got a bit of a rear end shot there, and I did speak to both leads that when they put the bat down, very important to face the number, just so that we don't get their less exposed side where they'd probably prefer us not to to focus our attention on. All right.
So just trying to get a few around the grounds.
Oh no, look, Doc, that's if that's very, very helpful for the viewers, and because I know that they want to know who's doing what, who's going where. Very important role that is. All right, the Leads have they're pretty happy with how they've gone with their first bowl. Here's the second one for Katrina, blue XGs. This is a good shot of Colleen with the green Adrenaline Drake's Pride. And we are on 2 ends down and a 3-0 to Dossantos over Howe.
And
What have we got?
Yep, in the other semi-final, we've got Cook of Glenbrook leading Layt of Penrith 2-1. The men's states fours, we've got Whittingham from Penrith 3, leading Hooker from Camden 1. And we've got Thorne from Bargo 5, leading Slap from Glenbrook 0 on 2 ends.
Thank you.
So in the single game that's being played in the senior men's, we can talk about the other game soon, but Roach from Campbelltown 3 is leading Murphy from Penrith 0. In the senior women's, that's only going to be an 18-end game, so they're likely to get off first. We've got Redwood from Hazelbrook 2, leading King from Lawson 0. Key from Kingswood 2, leading Cohen from Camden 1. And the open reserves 0-0 because they haven't turned the board over in the Camden Terralga game, and Ackland from Penrith Panthers. Ackland from Glenbrook 1, Rose from Penrith 0. So the open reserves have forgotten how the scoreboard works.
I'm sure they'll get there. This is Joe with the dark blue SRVs, and currently Bargo holding shots. So, look, Doc, the reason I love lawn bowls and I love broadcasting, that's a lovely shot, is momentum.
Yep.
The bowl in your hand is the only one that matters, and we're looking at Open Gender Pennant coming. Have you guys started yet?
We start next Saturday.
Great.
28th of
And then single gender,
February.
which is a midweek for you guys?
It is for, all the ladies are... they've been playing, and the men's will start in April.
Okay.
Although we did play our Grade 1 Grade 1 Open Gender on a Friday night through September, October last year. That was a new initiative. So we've already got our number ones run and won.
Oh, great. How good's that?
Yeah, because we realised, just the way the calendar is,
Yep.
there's not a lot of space, and generally the top grade players work, so they weren't going to be able to play midweek. So we decided to play Friday nights under lights for 6 consecutive weeks.
I think that's wonderful, and I hope Metro North East Region's listening. It's an interim management committee, and they have mentioned that if I'd like to see change, put your hand up.
Yep, so we had 6 teams put their hand up. 3 of those clubs had lights, and we played at Campbelltown, Camden and Penrith under lights. There wasn't a home and away, just played everybody once.
How good.
And on 3 of those weeks, we were all together. So week 1, all 6 teams were playing at Campbelltown under lights. Week 3, all 6 teams played at Camden under lights, and then final day, final night, all 6 teams at Penrith.
No wonder you got a 40% increase in participation. You're actually listening to the players, and we can see the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region logo there on the right, and we've got Bargo there, and we're here at the home of the Ghosts, here at Campbelltown Bowling Club. Did you stream some of those games as well from memory?
We did, yeah. We had, I think, the game at Camden we streamed.
It could have been Benny Two Shoes, perhaps,
yeah,
and Boyd, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
Our
it was.
calendar's going crazy at the moment, which is a good thing, trust me. But Chelsea, he sort of looked over and went, oh.
Yeah,
So
so
if we have a look at this head, the way that it's shaping up. We have the dark blue bowl there of Springwood. That's the second Joe. They're currently holding 1. I would assume that well, it looks white on the screen. It might appear differently with the green adrenaline. Just to the left of that blue bowl is Bargo's Colleen. And so it's only 1 shot, but the Springwood girls have control of the head because they've got the mat. And good girl, Karen. We don't want to get Yosemite Sam out at the moment because I'll introduce you to Yosemite. You'll see Yosemite. He's got steam coming out his ears.
I'm sure there'll be somebody standing in the way.
But look, they've done very well.
Yeah.
All I had to do was say to our players, look, the camera puts 2 kilos on. They go, oh, what I want to be in shot then. I said, well, I'm sorry. Here's Heather, blue and white SRVs, nice and relaxed. Let's have a look what her viewpoint is. She said she's a bit tight. Fair weight. That's the beauty of 4s. You get 2 turns, but it's there's not a lot of margin for error in 4s. particularly when you're hanging around for a while. This is a good look at Gail. She's off to hopefully the champion of champions, so that means she is the current Bargo's women's singles champion. And she's using the SRVs, and she's going a bit high on that line as well.
Yeah, she knew pretty quickly, didn't she?
The head's not set up that well for jack movement, so I'll be interested to see what Heather does here. She's obviously got to try and take a higher line. She stays down. Here at Campbelltown, the direction of the wind here, Doc, is there a hand that's going to be swooping or drawing? Because they seem to be quite even at the moment.
Yeah, from where you're looking at it, it's often left to right. What you can't see at the moment, but you might see at the next end, that the pennant flags are basically going from that bottom left corner across. So yeah, so certainly last week when we were playing here, that ditch side is where it's swinging from. So the ditch rink should be a bit wider today.
Right. That looks like another one.
Yep. So 3-1s to Springwood. Mentioned before that we're only playing one senior men's semi-final.
Yeah, what happened there, right? I spoke to Gary, and he mentioned that there was a little bit of a...
Oh, it looks like we got a wrong bias from the other rink.
Oh, look out. Streaker.
have you got a logo for that one?
You know what? We've got... we need to do the wrong bias, but we've got to call it something. You idiot? I'm not sure.
Have Dumbo the elephant?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a good sense of humour here, and we do try and engage in all of that. But yeah, tell us, we had a bit of a mishap with one of the players in thinking of what they'd played.
Yeah, so Camden were playing Bargo in the semi-final of the men's senior fours, and one of the Camden players had already played in this event at Cabramatta in August 2025, which is still this season, the 25-26 season, and so from the state conditions to play, that made him ineligible, and because they'd already played two games and won and beaten two sides, there wasn't an opportunity of reinstating anybody, so they've had to forfeit for violating the conditions of play. So Bargo is in the final, which is why I'm commentating and not playing.
So you're playing this afternoon, so you've literally got an armchair.
Yep, I can sit in the shade for 3 hours while they cook.
Well, that's not a bad thing. Tell me, when was the team informed? Did they find out yesterday that they couldn't play this morning?
This morning, Gary Trevathan, the chairman of match, was made aware of that and contacted the player and had that confirmed, and then contacted the teams and the opposition, and I had to be here anyway with my
and was it
taken
with good sportsmanship?
Look, I believe so, but I wasn't.
Well, you would think, you would hope so.
Yeah,
I mean, they'd be disappointed.
With my conflict of interest, because I...
Oh, 100%.
I haven't been privy to any of those discussions.
Yes. But, look, easy done. And, you know, we're a big community, the bowls community, and I don't use the word lawn bowls anymore, even though this is on the lawn. I played at Soldiers Point last week, and I was on plastic one, then I was on the carpet, then I was on the lawn. So, yeah, and it's a Commonwealth Games year, and can't wait to see what's going on. We've just had the BPL, which is run by Bowls Australia, and the win was to Geelong, which was Aaron Wilson, and I think it was Peter Foster. And, playing for Cabramatta. The youngster. It'll come to me. Jamie.
Yep. Goddard?
No, it's Selena Goddard.
Oh,
Jamie. The surname's gone at the moment. Look, I am 55, so my apologies, but it's not Jamie Lee.
I'm 0 for 3 on names, so I'm just going to shut up.
Yeah, no, look, it's Aaron's, partner. I'm not going to say wife, but it was a partner with Peter Foster, who was an international player, and they both play for Cabra. So, not Jamie Lee Worsnop, but I'll get back to you.
Have you got the comment section enabled?
Yeah, no, it is, and at the moment,
somebody will fill us in.
Yeah, look, on a Saturday morning, a lot of people out doing their shopping and dropping people off and all of that. So, if we were to look at our viewership, Saturday morning is probably the least peak because people are out and about. So if I know there's a number of people that are on their phones, they've got it there and they've got it in the background. Bowls is a bit like, I love having the cricket on in the background or the golf. But look, Bargo are trying to get on the board here. We've got young Chelsea, Renouf, and searching bowl. Is it going to get down?
Just the speed on that one.
Yeah, well, she gave it a chance, which I appreciate. So this is Karen from Springwood. XGs. A little high line for the XGs, but her weight seems to be pretty close. Now it looks like it could be two to Springwood at the moment, as Chelsea, using her coral dynamics, she hasn't found. She's found her range once, and that's the problem with fours. Is such a big gap between when you play your bowls that the concentration factor, it's all about trying to support the team, unlike singles where you go bang, 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 and away you go. So at the changeover, plenty of room for the skips to draw. One hand is definitely blocked off at the moment, and you've got if they're a right-hander, you've got their forehand. But let's have a look to see how Heather lines up. One left hand on the leg just to help with her balance. She stays down in the arms there, and this helps with her line, and this is a pretty decent line for the SRV. She just got to get inside that orange bowl, and she has got the shot.
Yep, definitely number one.
There's the greenkeeper just doing the runs just to try and see if we need a drink. All right, Gail.
Okay, so it's a better
on
line.
the mat again and down. She's also got the SRVs, and her line is just slightly higher. It's not going to get down enough or reach, so she has to really find another 2 feet.
Yeah, so again, Springwood holding one.
Just wants to finish in the catching area. Doesn't want to leave a shelf. Oh, look, there's a hole there.
Good positive call from Chelsea to arrive on one of those two bowls.
Yeah.
She's got a bowl behind so she can feel confident.
Her line's good. It's all down to her weight. Clear run. Down to the jack. Land the bowl.
That's a superb bowl.
That is a cracking shot.
There's a confidence.
You know what? So what we do is we bring in the dancing frog and we say, Springwood, cop that. Bargo, ringing it in. And they're on the board.
On the board, 1-4 on 4. So they haven't really been in this game the first few ends. So one good bowl can change momentum.
Well, and that's what I think we're seeing. There's not been a significant amount of grouping by any of the teams. But, you know, they've only had to play one game, I believe, or maybe maximum of two to reach the final. I don't think the ladies have been playing much fours unless if they've been playing at your club, and you really don't play fours unless you're playing in your club championship. So I'll try and simulate this as best I can by only bowling with two bowls and then rolling the jack if I'm playing front end.
Yeah, so they have been playing divisional pennants in recent weeks, midweek, but again, not all players are going to be available, and so maybe these combinations haven't been playing together. Certainly, I know from Bargo they haven't had a lot of ladies in recent years, so they've started a singles competition, but I don't think they would have enough for a falls competition.
Right. Have you got a preferred format that you like to play in the teams?
Look, I'm I tend to sort of be playing, lead is often my position, so that's where I tend to represent at. So 2 bowl triples, 4s, both of them are great, but happy to play any game of bowls.
Yeah, sort of a bad day at bowls beats a good day at work.
That's true.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I'm planning my retirement at the end of 2027, so
well, look at you.
bit more bowls will be on that plan.
And we've got Melinda here with the Orange Dynamics. Got a big peaked cap there to make sure she keeps sun smart. And knowing the Dynamics, they're not going to get back from there. But like all good seconds, mostly not short. But her lead, Colleen, just missing the weight. She's got a lovely line, but just the over and under. Now, here we go. We've got Joe, dark blue SRVs on the forehand. Nice and relaxed. Got the knee down there. And she's also got the SRVs and a little high line. But look, getting behind and matching that bowl. Skipper giving it some positive encouragement. So Melinda looking for the correction. Doesn't have to change much with the weight, just a fraction tighter. Let's see how she goes as it comes out of the hand. Yeah, not too bad. You can see that bowl's running just inside the peg. And look, I think she did adjust her line, but she just was probably a little bit exy on the weight.
Yeah, still probably that front blue bowl of Springwood is probably still the shot.
Well, Joe didn't overbalance this time. Sort of a forceful backswing. Now, the line is better. And just missing, but that's a great home.
Yeah, that should be in.
When you're playing, viewers, and trying to get to that centre line and minimising options for bowls to be sat that are jack high, quite important. And here comes Chelsea, the youngster, the 18-year-old, with a better bowl with her Coral Dynamics, coming in to sit in for the shot. Well done.
That's a good shot.
Needs more of that from Chelsea, and her skipper would be hopeful of that, the youngster. This is Karen Coleman, representing Springwood, the foot of the mountains. Beautiful part of the world. My brother lives in Blackheath, so I get to go to Katoomba and all of that area quite often, and Doc's just doing around the grounds for us. You're here watching the Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region Women's semi-final, and that's a beautiful bowl. Well done. High fives all round. How's Chelsea's memory? Trying to see the bowl as it comes into. And a good looking bowl here. Chelsea, nice. Bit of a battle there by the thirds. Karen took the shot off Chelsea, and then Chelsea took the shot off Karen. But Chelsea's bowl has flopped over to the right, giving Karen a chance to land on a shelf. She's got the XG, so her bowl slightly high. Just not going to get back with that weight. So around the grounds, what do we got?
So in the other Women's Open semi-final, we've got Cook from Glenbrook 5, leading Layt.
Let's give you a bit of music.
1 in the men's fours. Thorne from Bargo 7, leading Slap from Glenbrook 2. Whittingham, Penrith 8, Hooker, Camden 2. Senior men's, Roach from Campbelltown 4, leading Murphy from Penrith 0.
2-2, yeah.
Senior women's fours, Key from Kingswood 4, Cohen from Camden 2, Redwood from Hazelbrook, and King from Lawson 2 all. Open reserves, Ackland from Penrith, Glenbrook 4, Rose from Penrith 1, and Woods and Elliott 2 all.
There we go. Yeah.
So the two men's Open games have a bit of a margin. It's 8-2 and 7-2, but again, early days in this 21-end match. Karen urging it in. The physics of bowls don't always work that way. So Gale trying to add a second to Chelsea's shot.
She wants to try and get back to that centre line if she can. It needs to hurry. When you see Chelsea drop the knee, she probably doesn't realise she's doing it.
Yeah, it's another tell. The old get up.
Yes.
The other one at Winter Olympics is they get the brooms out now and try to speed it up.
How good.
on the curling rink. If only we had.
Trying to give you the old pink mouse. Let's see. Yep. Trying to see. You just don't get it. You need an aerial shot and no damage.
Okay, so another one to Bargo.
So the momentum is trying to shift. That's 2 ends in a row.
Yeah.
Only singles.
But Chelsea found good, perfect weight and line there. So as did Karen.
Yes.
So the 2/3 had a really good tussle there. So bit by bit they're finding their range. Gale is looking for sort of shorter ends. Has been her hope. Trying to change that momentum, that sort of 3/4 that Springwood started off with.
She actually, on the first end, they had the mat and Colleen didn't throw the jack long enough. So I'm not too sure if Bargo are looking at an early strategy to sort of play the shorter lengths. But
oh, I missed that. So the first jack was short and got sent back.
I'll set it up there. Like a super duper.
oh, cola super duper. Thank you, Gary.
What would you like, Steve?
Super duper. What flavour do you want?
Anything.
He'll have anything. I've heard he's a bit of a bit like that. He'll take anything.
Red one, Steve?
Yep.
All right. There's Colleen.
So Gary thinks that red is mine. Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Another pay rise for our chairman of match coming his way.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wait, you got 40% more players.
There you go. So maybe 40% more on the.
There you go.
So this is Colleen. Sort of an abrupt follow through. So I'm not surprised. As now I am. Last time I wasn't a Bowls in Australia accredited coach, but I am now. Steve, I actually wanted to make sure that after 40 years of lawn bowls that I seem to know what I'm talking about. But look, a lot of people here would go, no, I'd play the forehand, play the backhand. There's always some decisions around better percentage, shot option, but I can tell you, what a bowl.
Good correction.
Toucher.
Yeah, so Katrina's certainly started off very well these first 5-6 ends. She's been the better of the leads.
Well, it does, and when Katrina does that, it makes Colleen's short bowls really short. They're now not in play. The girls, there's no Dawn Heyman on the rink, so I haven't seen her drive yet.
No.
And when you see Dawn Heyman drive, you put your helmet on and think, gosh, where's it going to go? So pressure put on Melinda to try and reach, and she's got to the tee. Not a respot here. If the end is killed, it's killed, but we won't probably get too many of those unless it's a significant swing on the trail.
No. You'll see that this afternoon in the men's open final. I'm sure there'll be some dead ends. All 4 of those skippers aren't shy at cracking a head open.
Heather was actually asking for that bowl to be a foot behind, so good bad bowl because it's now got the shelf. I would really expect to see Katrina not be short again. She can afford to draw up to that, so I'd expect a yard through. Staying down and probably a little bit narrow on her line. Cole.
Well, she did knock up Colleen's bowl, so at least there's a bowl in the head, and that potentially could still be used to make that split happen.
Yeah, and the only problem here, Springwood really need a bowl behind. Not knowing what the skippers are more inclined to do, I get to broadcast a lot of my region, and my third day broadcasting in the Nepean Highlanders, and I really love it. The hospitality here, if you're looking for a region to play with, oh man, if it wasn't such a far drive, I'd come here myself, but it's just not the way it is. So, the skipper, Gale, is going, look, both hands, a bit tricky to get in. So Chelsea has 2 goes. So,
Just trying to arrive, open it up.
well, she's trying to get around her mum's bowl there. And she's not far away.
She's played this. That's very good.
And the comment was, well done, you've opened it up.
Yep.
But have a look at this, Doc. There's 1 bowl behind. Good luck trying to draw in there.
Yep.
So now the skipper's going to go, draw there. So it's not necessarily all about getting back to the centre line now. It's about, give me a bowl in the head. I've only got 1. And give me something behind in case they trail. Bowl's on its way. Now, Karen with the pink, is she going to get around that adrenaline or underneath? She might backdoor it. No.
It opens up the track now.
Well, it has opened up the track, but also brought another bowl up for Bargo. I mean, Colleen's had 2 assists now to get up to reach the head. So, let's have a look.
We might be. We might have to turn the music off
Gary?
for copyright.
Yeah. We need the music turned off. We had it turned off before. Oh, no, I had it turned off before.
Yeah.
Absolutely for copyright.
Yep, I've done that. I've happened before to me in Bowral when we were live streaming and the music and YouTube just kept cutting out.
Yeah. Sorry, YouTube. We know we're not allowed to be taking advantage of artists. I think one of the managers might have just turned up and gone, "Why wasn't the music on?"
Yeah, exactly. I can't bowl without music. Well, get your earpods, mate, or your AirPods. So again, we haven't seen many heads where people are holding 3 or 4. There's always just been 1 bowl in there from Bargo.
And not many attacking bowls either.
No.
It's just been sort of a bit kind and very ladylike.
Yep, I think we've cut the music.
Yeah, well done.
So sorry, viewers, you just got to listen to us now.
Which hopefully won't be a problem.
Just shy on weight here.
Got to be up to enjoy it. And you only create your good fortune by reaching the head. So here she goes, Heather.
Pretty fearful of the forehand, trying to find some holes through here.
Well, they're all hers coming up. And she has just promoted her own, and it might be in for second.
Yeah, I think it is. So, Cal's got to find another metre.
Well, she's got to find a metre, and she can actually roll up that that coral orange-ish dynamic at Chelsea. And she's got good weight. She needs to land it, plant it. She needs to stay off that pink. Oh, just not enough.
Just a bit shy on weight, but line was good.
We're just rehydrating through our Zupa Dupas. Hey, thank you very much. Here she comes. Heather can afford to arrive. Needs just a clear run onto her own. No
Probably
change.
not. Maybe.
Oh, are they calling? They're calling for Bob the Builder. Need a measure.
Yep, definite 2. 2 it is.
There we go.
Next door we have Glenbrook leading 10-1. So Lisa Cook has opened up a big margin. Mick Thorne 9-6. Trent Winningham 8-7. So those scores have been pegged back in the men's opens. And it looks like it's 5-0 to John Roach from Campbelltown in the senior men's final on this same green. So again, fairly long end. Jack's disappeared.
The mat placement actually has been the same. pretty much for every end. It's yeah, very interesting. Now, viewers, I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Yeah, we've got it there. But that's pretty much the maximum. Because of the fence and the shade structure, I can't get much more of the ditch in. That's as best as I get. So let's just see how we go. We've got a fixed structure there on the green there with that silver railing. So I might adjust the camera just to try and see if we can get the players on the mat until they... There we go, we can see them. What a start there again from Katrina. And look, Doc, she's really found a range. And you can see why there's a 6-2 scoreline. That is just beautiful bowling. Back both to the centre line, playing tee to tee.
No real target.
No.
And
she's got those blue XGs humming along at the moment.
Colleen's just pinched the line again.
I don't mind that. She's at least...
Yep. Got up there at least.
Yep. Well, both teams would be rather excited about the opportunity to make a semi-final, and also they're a little bit gun-shy on the live feed, but they're doing well. Very well behaved. They can come back again. Here is Joe with the dark blue SRVs. The front end for Springwood have been really strong.
Yep. No, there's been some pressure from the first bowl. And,
okay.
Bargo's been chasing.
So Melinda needs to help her daughter out, who's playing third. She has to get a bowl in the head. And she'd be feeling the pressure a little bit. And she'd be just sort of quietly encouraging Colleen to try and feature. Fair effort there from Melinda. Bowl 2 for Joe. Backswing, big lunge, whooshka. You like to get down on that knee? I couldn't get back up just quietly. But another good track here. These are the SRVs, and if you're wanting to buy a set of SRVs, it's a great advertisement. Look at this, get back. I don't mind that because it's really blocked the running line now, and the other hand's been blocked by the Bargo team, so they've really got both hands.
Yeah, so Mel's just got to get to that 7 o'clock bowl, try to get a second shot, give Chelsea something to work with.
Absolutely, but that bowl there of Joe is on the running surface, so if she clocks into it, it's going to run straight onto the jack. Needs to get down, but she's not going to with the dynamic. And that's where, for me, I think a dynamic is a great bowl for a lead, but anything other than that, you've got to get around bowls and through bowls. If I was looking at an error, I'd be going for an Optima or an Evolve. Those Turbo Pros, well, you can bin them any day of the week, but that's okay. I'm not sponsored by any bowling club, but the only person I've seen that's been able to use Turbo Pros was, what's his name from up near Kingscliff? What's his name? Peter Taylor.
Peter Taylor, yep.
He makes them sing, but I don't think they're the same line every time. Turbo Pro. The way he played with them when I played against him in the inter-region last year, I've never seen a Turbo Pro behave the way that it did. But anyway, here is Chelsea. Coral Dynamics. I don't mind this line. It's all down to her weight.
Yep, that line is good.
I'm not surprised seeing that Springwood's gone tee to tee because the weight of Bargo's been a bit inconsistent.
Yep.
And the front end have been going, we're doing pretty well.
Yep.
So the type of bowl XG, that's a good line for that bowl. Just got to get around, clear run. Probably needed another couple of feet. All right, let's see how Chelsea goes with the correction. Very smooth, well coached. Harley McDonald does support Chelsea in her early time. Just needs to try and get second shot. And I think she'd be disappointed again because that's not an effective bowl. She's still that metre short. And if we have a look at the way the head's set up, at least Gale has 2 bowls about a foot behind. She has to play with positive weight, but right now she is looking at 3, definitely, maybe even 4 down.
Yeah.
So the Brains Trust are having a look. You've got Karen and Heather having a chat because, as you know, Doc, you've been playing for a little while. Heather could put another one in there and another one in there, but at the moment there's a couple of holes there. And if I was Gale, I'd be happy to. I'm going to have to really draw this. She has got the orange bowl of Melinda's to try and arrive on, but unfortunately Colleen's bowl is also in viewpoint. He's made the... So it's not set up well for Bargo. It's better for the Springwood skip, but let's just see what she does.
Yeah, so I think she was asking Karen to get to Colleen's bowl at 4 o'clock, that whitish bowl.
So I'm not surprised to see her playing on the forehand.
Just trying to draw another one, I think.
Well, I think she wants to try and leave that backhand. Look, she could have blocked it up, but there she goes. Cover and count. Not quite, but a fair effort.
Yeah, again, good catcher if Gale drags the jack back to the bottom left.
So I'd imagine Gale should be on the backhand here.
Yep, she's setting up.
And she needs to reach.
Does like playing with a little bit of weight. So.
Let's have a look. Look, she's a singles champion of champions for her club. And she's a bit tight. Definitely for the SRV. And I didn't think she actually had the weight for it either.
Nope. No, she's not playing with a lot of confidence yet.
No.
You know, that draw at the last, that previous end where she drew it cold, that would be great, but she has to make a conversion shot and get some confidence up in that shot.
Early days, 6 ends. We are playing 21, aren't we?
21 for the open ladies, yeah, 18 for the senior ladies.
Oh, this could be a good bad bowl for Heather. In the road. Oh.
No, so Chelsea's just trying to cut it down now.
Well, see, that bowl from Heather has made it harder to play the backhand. So now this is the problem. She's had to play a new hand. She has to learn the line.
Looks a bit tight for the moment.
It's coming in.
And probably a bit light as well, so that's a bad end for Bargo.
Oh, I'd imagine that's
probably 3 or 4.
I
4
it is 4.
That's the biggest break in the match.
It is.
So the other semi-final in the ladies is 11-1 to Glenbrook. In the men's, Bargo 9 leading Glenbrook 8. And the Penrith Camden's obscured at the moment, but I think it's 9-7 to Penrith. And it looks like it might be 8-1 in the men's seniors. Campbelltown leading Penrith. Open reserves, we've got Terralga 5 leading Camden 3 and Glenbrook 6 leading Penrith 1, and the senior ladies 7-2 to Hazelbrook over Lawson, and 5-all in the Camden Kingswood game. So they're all your up-to-date scores.
Well done. We didn't have the music that time, but we can always adjust that and bring that in. No surprises. Going longer. And here we go. Colleen needs to help her team out. 10-2 down. Still plenty of time. No panic stations yet, but every end that goes through, things get just a little bit harder. There's that first bowl there from Katrina, which was, look, she's had an off end. You know, an off end, that doesn't happen.
Yep, so 1/3 of the game's over.
I'll try and just get my cameraman to just bring those bowls down the bottom there, and we're not going to chop off.
That's a better
Now,
bowl.
let's see how the dynamic changes when the lead, she still hasn't reached, but she's got 2 shots. 1-on-1 behind would have been lovely, but let's just see if the team dynamic with a lead coming through. So Colleen then leading on to Melinda and Chelsea. And look, normally the first person picked is the lead in a fours side. And a lot of people underestimate the importance of a lead.
So this is the first time that Jo's been under pressure as a second, and she's...
Absolutely. Did you see that?
So if Melinda can jump on it, then there's a big opportunity for a score here.
Oh,
for Bargo.
absolutely. Look, roll-up's a roll-up, Doc. But when you try and simulate this, oh my gosh, this is a lot harder. And look,
I'm 3 down.
and
I'm
look at
4
this. Look at this.
Down. Yep, and that's going to pop it through.
Okay.
Yep, and potentially in her eye.
Currently holding 3, but all it takes is 1 bowl.
It does, and that's the thing about there's 8 bowls available to play a bomb, and you play 1 out of those 8, and you deflate the opposition pretty quickly.
Better correction here from Joe. He's just a little bit licky. The skipper was suggesting she's going to be quick, but she's all over it.
That's a superb shot. There's
What a bowl. And you know what? We're going to bring in Mr. Dancing Frog. Cop that. He was holding 3. That's a cracker.
That's a superb bowl. And
Look
again,
at the correction. That's a 3-metre correction. How's she done that? But her line was good.
her line was good. So
She has to give it a chance.
she had the line.
But guess what now?
So
The
Mel
bowls are in the road.
Yep.
How do they get to the jack? She's got to get behind. Because they've got nothing behind at the moment. To give her a chance to get the shot. Well done.
going to stay up. Yep, that gives Chelsea a look now.
So if we have a look, that bowl of the second shot of Melinda's about 1 metre short. It does get a little bit different with field of view and depth perception. But it's on its way. Needs a clear run, Karen, with the pink bowl. What do you think the green's running at the moment? About 13, 14?
Probably 13, 14. I haven't actually timed it.
No. But
Stuart Hutchinson, our umpire, is about to tell us. He's got an unconventional method of timing.
Heartbeat, 60 beats a minute.
He's told us his pulse rate. Now he's going to tell us the speed.
he's wearing all white. Thank goodness he's not turning white because
so
we'd have to check his heart rate.
Chelsea playing with weight, trying to clip it out. Hopefully doesn't clip her own. No. But again, with that weight, she hits it, she kills it.
Yep. And I think that's what they're trying to do. So playing your hand. Interested to see where Karen puts this bowl. And you would think it'd be behind the head. Heather's giving it a nice round of applause. She needs a clear run. And she has. Almost covered and counted.
Almost, yeah.
All right.
Still worth a look.
Okay. Bit of an instruction.
Okay. Going for the draw, so maybe she thinks she's 2 down.
Yep. Because if Heather covers 2, there's like 1 metre to draw. They need another bowl there. It's on its way.
If Chelsea can get second shot, then Gail can play aggressively. Disappointing there.
I think looking at Chelsea, she didn't stay down, jumped up a bit too quick. So probably feeling scoreboard pressure at the moment. You try and really, as a player, and look at this, a bit of a mid-pitch conference by Team Springwood. We're just saying, keep it going, come on. We didn't play so well this one. We've only got really 1 in there, but the second shot there is from Karen. So.
Yeah. And it's not really vulnerable because it's protected with a lot of short bowls.
100%. Like the wall of China.
Yeah, so Heather's been up almost every time she's gone to the mat, so no pressure on her.
No, and she can keep doing this. And look at this line. Yeah, well done. Cover and count. Oh, probably got the wrong side of it, but just watching Heather's delivery, she's almost playing with a fixed stance.
Yeah, I think it's only one.
Where Gail's got a longer stride, got that left knee supported. Maybe have some bit of cartilage, like my mum's had 2 knee replacements now. Good morning, Murray. 81 years of age. Come on, Gail's the call.
So definite second shot.
Yes.
Now she can if she wanted to play a lot more aggressively. It has to play with big weight because if she just plays with fiddly weight, that jack can just pop to the bottom left and she'll be 3 down. So she's got to go hard.
Well, it's interesting that she's the current women's singles champion, and whether she has that shot in her repertoire, I'm not sure. 82nd shot.
It's definitely second shot now.
I think very hard to draw second. I'd be playing through it.
Yep, it is 2 down.
Talking. Oh. I'd be hesitant to change hands. It's very difficult.
Yep.
Very energetic and enthusiastic players. Look, I don't mind that effort. She just needed to be a little bit firmer coming through. Definitely 2. So if you're in the area and you're quite happy to get out of the air conditioning, come and join us. And it's a little bit warm, but we're okay as we've got Bob the Builder of the Measure coming through.
Another 2, so...
No, they're only getting away. Match not out of contention yet, but with every 2,
Yep.
they're 2 further away.
Yep, 2 more you got to get.
So we're only just over a third of the game through. Momentum clearly with the girls from Springwood. Yeah, I'm just trying to...
Next door, Glenbrook 11 leading Penrith 2. So both of these ladies semi-finals are a bit one-sided. Men's Open, Bargo 10 leading Glenbrook 8. Again, we've got scoreboard obscured in the Camden-Penrith game, so as soon as they get out of the way, we'll give you an update on that one. Likewise with the men's senior, Campbelltown 8 leading Penrith 2. And for those who joined us late, Bargo received a walkover via a forfeit from Camden this morning, with Camden playing an ineligible player. That's why there's only one of those games happening at the moment. So that's a better first bowl from Colleen. That's her best first one for a while.
Yeah, good correction. Particularly in her line, but just missed her weight. Usually when you narrow your line, you're normally a bit longer in your weight, but not the case here. Colleen using the green Adrenaline Drake's Prize. I know they look sort of whitish, and line's good, just hasn't sent it. Nepean Highlanders Bowls Region viewers, great to have you here. Fours final day, the final championship for the region. Well, they've already got a number of their players heading off. And where are the championships at Yaver again, aren't they?
Dubbo.
Dubbo, that's where they're going.
Yep.
And mentioning that the open gender pennants are commencing very shortly.
Yep. So we've got grades 1 through to 7. We've got two grade 1s, Campbelltown and Austral.
Wonderful.
They're playing in a multi-grade comp with Bargo, Penrith, Picton and Camden, so that'll be a 10-week season. Grade 3, and Grade 3 I think is a 6-team, first past to post. Grade 4 will be a fairly innovative 9-team competition.
Good bowl here from, Melinda.
Yeah.
They're holding 2 at the moment.
That's her best bowl as well. Yeah, so grade 4, we've always had 2 sections. This time we've got 1 section of 9. They play each other once, and the top two play off on a final to be held at Bargo.
One send, like most regions, 6s and 7s very heavy.
Yes, lots of sections down below.
Yeah, Joe. 3rd shot.
So a big opportunity here for Bargo. If Mel just reproduces it, puts another good one in there.
Got the arm sleeves on and...
Yep. And we've been told by our umpire, Stuart Hutchinson, that the speed is 14 seconds.
There you go.
And
Thank you, Hutch.
He always trusts Hutchie with any call. Whether it's an umpire or a speed call.
Been around the block a bit.
Knows his stuff.
Well, we're looking at Karen, pink XGs. Good line. Just don't think she's going to be here. No, doesn't like it. So that is starting to turn a bit more. I thought it looked okay out of the hand, but green speed increased a bit, but also width. So the dynamic, Chelsea really needs to reach.
Yeah, they're leaving the door open for Springwood. Just put 1 good bowl in, and if not get the shot, at least cut it down. So I think Chelsea would want to have drawn that and hold 3 before Karen's bowl.
Well, Karen's going to run into a brick wall here. She wants a clean run.
Yep, waving for it to move. And
Doink.
doesn't work that way. But no harm. So Chelsea knows the line, just has to correct on that weight. And
Now, let's see if she stays down. Yeah, it's pretty standard for her delivery. And she's shaking the head
shakes her
again.
head.
With the dynamic, it's you don't get brutalised by missing your line too much with a draw shot. But yes, the weight. And we've got good morning to a couple of people on the stream who have decided to type in. G'day to Mark Rossington from the Philippines. Always nice to have your company, Mark. I'm not too sure what the weather's like there, but he's one of our #1 fans, which is brilliant. I'm a fan of Mark's. And Philip is also on board, watching from Silverdale. And, of course, Harley McDonald. And he's gone, yes, Mel. So, good on you, Harley.
Morning, Harley.
Oh, where are you playing penance today, Harley? You touched up Tarrant Point 2s last week, gave them a bit of a hiding. So, interesting to see how things go.
And the green that we're playing, the ladies.
Now, what we like to do here is, guess who this is? That's Ruben Wiki.
That's Ruben Wiki.
Now, I wanted to put on, a New Zealand song, but copyright, but there you go. That's the first time we got the Wiki.
That was the first Ruben Wiki of the day.
And look at it.
Yes.
There wasn't too many celebrations going on, but look, she had the weight.
You shed the weight. Well, at least Bargo's still holding 1.
Yeah. But we try and be kind by calling it a Ruben Ricky rather than a big dirty rub.
Yes. So Stuart Hutchinson said the other green that we're playing on is running at 13 seconds.
Okay.
So.
All right, so how does Heather get in there? You can see Karen trying to give her a guide. SRV's coming through. She might get onto her own bowl here. The double hit. Oh! I don't think that was being played for.
No.
So I'm going to give another Ruben Wiki.
Another Ruben Wiki.
I don't think that's what was the intended shot, but anyway, that's bowls.
So potentially swing up through the middle, try to plant Colleen's white bowl onto the blue. It's time for their trick shot.
Absolutely.
Yep, and Gail's going to come up and have a look. So
Yep.
I can tell you the other scores. 14-2, Glenbrook over Penrith in the other ladies' side. Men's Open, Bargo 10, Glenbrook 9, Penrith 9, Camden 9 in the Opens. The men's senior, Campbelltown 9, leading Penrith 2, with Bargo through to the final. Got Taralga leading Camden 5-3, and we've got Glenbrook leading Penrith 7-2. In the ladies, Hazelbrook and Lawson 7-all, and Camden 8 leading Kingswood 5. That's your up-to-date around the grounds from Campbelltown Bowling Club. So decisions been made. They've had a bit of a chat. It's going to be pretty hard to get a draw onto that blue, so I think you just have to sort of play with weight and bounce a few things around and see if it's your turn for luck.
And that's a big part of our sport. You've got to, it was mentioned by the skipper, you'll take it when you can get it.
Yes.
You don't over-celebrate, but that's the nature of this sport. And some people, leave the game because of that, because they just think, oh man, I'm just so frustrated. But look, I'm a big believer, playing for 40 years, that it equals itself out. It's just sometimes it's more timely when it happens. Yeah. That was a momentum killer, and you need that good fortune sometimes to go your way. And a lot of players will harp on the missed fortune that they got rather than evaluating how they played themselves. And how do you go with your critique of your performance? You obviously can take that into the overall look at how the game went, but are you a bit of a harsh judge on yourself at times?
Yeah, I am. I mean,
do you smash doors or kick bowls, or what do you do?
No, I just... No, I'm not demonstrative. I might talk to myself, but nobody knows what I'm thinking. But no, it doesn't help. I mean, getting aggro doesn't change what's happened.
Well, some people feel like they need to, go into a smash room and throw axes at a target. But no, I'm a bit of a...
No, might make a bit of noise if I'm in the car on my own.
Yeah.
No one's around. But no, it's... all that negative energy doesn't get you anywhere. Anyway, good start here from Colleen.
Yep. Change the scoreboard there. If I could get chatting with you, I tend to forget my process, but that's why I have a process, and I sort of get into automatic mode. New scoreboard here. Thank you to Happy Bowler, and we've got the logos of the clubs. We've got the surname of the skipper. That is Gail Howe from Bargo and her team, and we've got Heather Dossantos from Springwood. We're here at the home of Campbelltown Bowling Club, the Ghosts, and thank you to Bargo for their support of the regional championships.
Campbelltown number 2 state Open Gender Pennant winners from last year.
Yeah, they are.
And the number 1 Open Gender, single gender pennant winners on that Friday night. So they're flying high.
Yeah, well done. All right, well, here she goes. Jo with the dark blue SRVs. And Katrina's gone walkabout on this end. And no doubt the ladies will probably watch this back. And, I mean, no disrespect, girls, a bit of tongue-in-cheek and a bit of Aussie larrikin in me. But we're all to sort of learn to laugh at ourselves at times. And any attempt of sledging is always in good humour.
So Gail's gone inside, left Chelsea to run the head. So,
she probably needed a break just to try and change it up and just regroup, because no doubt as a skipper you're looking after your performance, but you're also managing 3 other players and trying to work out how do we change it up. We just need the mat,
share the load. And here's a good bowl from Mel.
Yeah,
that's a superb shot from Mel. That's great.
Wow, great.
And Gail will be overjoyed when she comes back and sees that.
Hopefully she doesn't come and say, how'd that get there? Or check a phone, or watch.
Yeah,
what time was it?
Maybe she's watching it inside the club, getting some air conditioning.
Maybe she might go in there more often. Here we go.
Leave Chelsea in charge. Okay, so
SRVs.
Yep, 2 to Bargo at the moment.
All right, how does she back this up? How's her memory, people would say? Look, she needs to be a yard through, just cover and count.
And ideally not leave a jack-eye bowl for them to use. Yeah, Dylan Skinner's rocked in. He's one of our Campbelltown guns.
Yeah, so he's going to be on the stream with the men's game with me.
Is he? On this
Absolutely.
afternoon? He's your guest commentator.
Yeah, 100%. That was a surprise for you.
That's good.
We're bringing in all the big guns here, mate. We don't hold back. The checkbook's been opened. What checkbook?
Oh, we get a free popsicle.
Yeah. No, look, Dylan's really trying to come on board with YouTube Live Sports. He really loves bowls. He got the player of the tournament at the Lightning Ridge tournament, which they won, he likes where we're going with YouTube Live Sports and just trying to bring community sport to the living rooms of people who are maybe less mobile and love having the bowls on in the background or different things for company.
That's great.
Yeah, so it is good. Look,
well, I might. He can start in early. I'm probably going to head off and have a bit of a roll up at some stage.
No, and look, that's good too. Well, we appreciate your time and energy with the updates and everything else.
Chelsea just disappointing there. Wanted to really put another counter in there and just keep adding.
She needs to put one in the ditch. Send it up, give us 3 or 4 metres and go, okay, that's what it feels like. She really hasn't got the swing speed at the moment, and that comes down to muscle memory. It might be speed of green. Look, the green is very favourable. Look, a bit tricky probably playing tee to tee.
Yeah, but it is true. We're not seeing them misbehave. It's just send it out.
Yeah, she stayed down a bit longer, and this is looking better.
Much better line than this one.
Yeah, well done.
That looks like that's in.
Probably only her third bowl to be behind the head in.
Yeah, last few ins. So,
yep.
Okay, Heather 3 down. Only got 1 bowl behind.
Now
Actually, so has 2 bowls behind.
We have to be cautious. Is there any sign of a Reuben Ricky? We don't know yet.
Oh, there's between the two black bowls coming off that. There's,
so,
I can see.
Do you imagine she's going to play the open hand though, Doc? What would you do if you were the skipper?
I think she's got to play the backhand. She just has to arrive on. She can punch one of those darker bowls up for second or third. If she gets the shot bowl, pushes the jack in the middle of nowhere, she'll have 1 more for the draw, and she's got 2 out of the 3 behind, which you can't see on TV.
Well, if she was going to play, and I'm going to adjust that camera just so we can see it. There we go.
There's 1 more to the left, that bottom left of the blue.
Just adjust the cameras as we go. Only problem with that is you don't get to see the field of view of the.
So
I'll just go a bit higher.
Dives under the line, so here's a chance to add 4 and 5 and potentially even halve that deficit.
Well, this is a big end.
I think Gale just has to keep drawing. Don't try to cover. They need as many shots as they can get. So draw forward.
Being a singles champion, she would be of the club. She would be able to group well. You need to reach when you're down. You need to be up.
That one might be in the eye or make it go a bit harder to get underneath it to the shot bowl.
Well, there she goes. Oh, she's lost her balance. Well, that may...
Really overbalanced there.
Where's this going to come into view at the moment? Big opportunity.
Yeah, so that she's certainly lost her balance in that delivery. Has to make a 4th shot.
She's got a free kick here.
You don't get many free kicks in these games.
No. She's pushed it tight, but no, she's gone out wide. Oh no!
Yeah, that's 2 lost opportunities there, but
absolutely. But they're on the board again.
It's a 3, so drops that. And next door, Glenbrook 14, leading Penrith 3, so that's moving along well for Lisa Cook from Glenbrook. In the men's, Bargo 13, leading Glenbrook 9. That's on 10 ends. And I think it's 12 to Penrith, 8 to Camden in the other semi-final. 13 to Campbelltown are leading Penrith in the men's semi-final. Trafalgar 6, Camden 5, and Glenbrook 7 leading Penrith 4. 8-7 to Lawson and 10-5 to Camden in the senior women's fours.
Well, you're joined in commentary from the dock. President of the Nepean Highlanders and Matty Harris here from Youtubelivesports. We're watching the semi-final of the women's fours championship. You better be loving it. Thank you to Bargo. Well done to the Ghost, the Campbelltown Bowling Club, and of course the Nepean Highlanders Bowls region. And away we go. We might have to adjust the cameras again because we're going from tee to tee again. And there's a couple of bowls out of shot. Not yet. This looks like the first bowl of Katrina, and that's a good start.
Yeah, very good start. Big correction needed here from Colleen.
And we won't say yet again, but she's really struggled with her consistency in this match, and probably just not feeling the rhythm. And it's really hard, Doc, as you'd imagine, and those viewers who are watching play bowls, to correct in a game, particularly when you're leading. Look, you get to throw the jack, so at least you can try and, you know, get the jack to try and sort of get momentum, feel the weight of the bowl. But
and I'm surprised that they went long as well.
I'm absolutely shocked. I don't know if that was maybe Gail thought, look, we did well, we got some good bowls together, but. Anyway, I'm not in the shoes or the head of the skippers. And here she comes. This is Melinda, orange dynamic, green speed around 14. And if you're sort of in an air-conditioned comfort, forecast temperature is for the 34 degrees. It currently is sitting at 29.2, and on the green it's 32.4 with the humidity. The humidity has dropped, thank goodness, as it was coming through this morning. But look, we could see a bit of electrical activity around 3 p.m, which is normal for school finish time. Whenever you get the kids on the bus, the lightning comes and the rain comes, and it might only come for a couple minutes. Great bowl here from Jo, supporting her lead.
Yes.
Giving Melinda a bit of a shelf, but look, both hands a bit troublesome because of Colleen's placement of her first two. And then Melinda with her next. Really needs to reach.
Doesn't want to hit anything, but
well, I think she's going to come around the back, which is better. But is she going to stay up?
I think it's going to go. It's gone.
You're a bit guilty of that when you fall 3 metres short, and then you overcorrect and 3 metres long.
Yeah, well, you're so conscious about not being short second time around that you will overcorrect. So yeah, it's disappointing. They picked up a 3. They had a bit of an opportunity. They could have really played short, changed the length, changed the angles, but they've just fallen back into the same long end, and they're just being nailed.
And when you're leading, you bowl like this.
Yes.
There's no pressure.
Yes.
You know, I don't think the other team's better than the other one, but they're just handling the pressure right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't help being on the live stream. That probably adds to it. He's like, oh, God, I'm making myself look silly on the feed. But
although I think realistically they forget that they're being filmed after a couple of ends.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they just get into the game and just play the game. But
you know, if they had some bowls behind, I would have liked to have seen Chelsea just go at it.
Bang.
Just to get it out of the system, as we say good day to Lynn Gibson, who's saying, come on, the Penrith Patriots. Lift Gail Howe. You can do this. Well, I'll try and send that message out to her.
Yep.
Thank you, Lynn. And anyone else watching at home, let us know what you're having for morning tea, because it's about that time now.
I think, I mean, if Chelsea can get at least a bowl in the head, then Gale can go a bit harder. But
looking at her dynamic, she's tight, but she might get a clear run to try and get there, and she got tackled. Well, at least it's fourth shot.
But very, very hard now to run at that.
That's where the team element for Bargo at the moment, they're not helping themselves by blocking each hand. And when they watch this back, they'll think, yep, know all that, yep, thanks, Matt. But it's applying it which is tricky. So, I don't know if you had many experiences, Doc, when you're close to 4 down, you're down on the big board by, main scoreboard by 8, you've got 11 ends to go, you're being very scratchy. Do you try and disengage the brain and just get back to drawing? Because when I look at Gail's last shot last end, she was 6 foot wide and almost hitting the ditch.
Yep.
So there's a lot going on. How do you disengage the brain and get back to field? It's tough.
Oh, look,
in a game.
Yeah, and that's a hard thing, because that's what the good players can do. They live in the moment. It's the next bowl that counts, and you know what you want that bowl to do.
Well, she's taking it all on.
Yeah,
but
what most people think is, I'm 4 down, I've got nothing close, I've got to play the perfect bowl.
Oh, unlucky.
And so, and she's sort of thinking, well, I'm 8 down with 11 to play, I'll be 12 down with 9 to play if I don't get this.
Well, she has no bowl behind.
No.
So she played with weight to try and sit the purple, or I think she was trying to sit the green bowl perhaps. And look, this could be backdoored again in for another shot. It's just rolled through, but...
Yeah, but she's clearly not confident that she can't draw it on that forehand.
Well,
so
she needs to save.
Has to play with weight.
Well, here she goes. She's changed to the backhand. Let's see how the line goes.
It has to connect with something.
Look, it's just got to get a clear run.
Just missing the line.
Fair effort.
1 to come. Draw for 5.
The Michelle Pfeiffer. That's the next one I have to bring on to my little sort of stable of characters. Oh, we just try and make it interesting.
There's also Mackay Pfeiffer, I think, isn't it, from 8 Mile with
gosh.
Eminem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it's in the count. I think it's 4. Yeah, and that started from the beginning.
Fingers.
That started from the beginning. The 3. So that lost opportunity of not throwing a shorter jack. And Matt's on the tee again. They're going to be going long. So that opportunity at the halfway mark to really say, we've been outplayed on these 3 quarters to long. Well, we've got to do something different.
I've noticed that the mat has stayed the same spot. Yep. I would almost see the grass being worn out in that one spot. You would have thought that would have been a nice option to bring that mat up. And the reason I know that is because my cameras are set in the same spot.
Yeah, you really had to move them.
For the mat. And I've noticed that in a lot of regional women's bowls. And it's an education. I mean, a lot of them are now getting the opportunity to play in open gender, and there's some very good operators. But, and that's a communication, I suppose, between the lead and the skipper of how we best negotiate that.
And it's just changing it. It's just they've got to do something different. They're being outplayed in this length with this mat placement, so they have to do something different.
So 10 ends to play. They've still got time. But Colleen, I would even say if I was Colleen, Skip, look, just get me 2 behind. I don't even care where they are. Just get them behind.
Play trail weight, and then
Melinda,
if you're short, you'll be
Melinda,
close.
you're drawing a bit better. You go almost back to playing lead. Get me 2 bowls in their head. We've already got the back covered, and away we go. So I would even see Gail, stand your foot where you want it.
Yep.
Bowl to me,
and that's
just
what
to
she's
try
done
and
this
give them, because when you're struggling to find it, they played 1 game last week and then got through to the semi, so there hasn't been a lot of game play. And look, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's better than
Absolutely.
Yep,
Now
stayed
let's
up.
see if we can
Stayed up.
get that camera on. Here we go. You can see where the bowls are, but now we've lost our image of the players, so we'll watch as the bowl comes into play. I'll try and see if I can... If the jack moves, we might...
So the other semi-final, Glenbrook 14 leads Penrith 4. The two men's open semi-finals, Bargo 13 leads Glenbrook 10, and Penrith 13 lead Camden 9. Men's senior semi, Campbelltown 13 lead Penrith 4, and Bargo got through with a walkover due to a forfeit or a disqualification from the Camden side. Has to hit something.
Well, the call from Gail was, I need another bowl in the head. Well, she's done that.
Yep, and she's stayed
And
with
she's
it.
got the Mr. Chalky. So momentum needs to shift, but there hasn't been any momentum except for Springwood. So you can see Heather giving, looks like Joe with her next bowl, an indication. Because when you are playing T to T or near maximum length, it's a long way up there.
It is a long way.
Some greens you're looking at. Is it 40 feet or 40? Yeah,
Metres. Yeah.
40 metres.
Yeah,
So that's a long way.
Yeah, it's a long hole. Bit easier on a 14-second green than a 10-second green.
Yes. All right. So let's see how Melinda has struggled to find consistency. All of the girls from Bargo have really struggled with getting that grouping going. Look. She's going to go one in, one out.
And the toucher goes into the ditch.
Yeah, and I will, what I might do, viewers, is I'll drag that camera down now so you can see what's happening. But it does then take our viewpoint out of the players coming through. So here she is, Karen. Been a good team player. I don't think she's been their best, but she's been very consistent. And at the moment, I'm not too sure who you think the player of the match is, but Katrina's been brilliant.
I think Katrina set it up. She's had very, very few bad ends.
Oh, absolutely.
And has set the tone. And just truly led from the front. She's had pressure on from the get-go, and then Joe's been able to follow.
Come on, Chelsea. No favouritism here, but look, I don't know. Is that probably only one net shot?
The old good effort means that it probably didn't make it.
Well, look, coming back towards the club, she's probably had one bowl behind the head in the 6 ends that we've played back this way. And Karen might be giving Chelsea some assistance there.
So here's a big opportunity. Must get a second shot here.
And for a person of her quality, she's only been playing a short while, but she's very, very skilled.
Yep.
Young person, plays with no fear. Disengage the brain. It looks like this bowl will arrive. She just needs another 2 feet, and I think she has drawn the shot.
Yep, that's in. So definitely 2. Probably just 2. I think that bowl at 3 o'clock is third shot.
Depth perception there is, a bit challenged when you're looking at the live stream. We are literally located about 4 metres from the head at this end. So as we see the skippers coming through, I wonder where does Heather go? She's looking like she's lining up on the backhand.
Yep, there's plenty of room on that draw. I mean, both hands are open.
The good thing about that bowl is she's got a line. She just needs to reach. Now, it feels like there's a little bit of that breeze, and they're across, playing sort of over the over their shoulder. So,
swinging across from the road.
Now, Gail
missed her line badly on this one.
Look, she has battled with her line, She hasn't had many opportunities to draw, so she's having to have her weight all over the place. So when your line's all over the place, your weight goes all over the place, even on a 14-second green. If this was running 17, 18, the bowls get sprayed everywhere. And look, she's whacked up that bowl. I don't know if it's going to count, but that is Colleen's bowl in the green adrenaline.
So, yep.
Okay, so here's an opportunity to make amends from the 2 ends ago. Hopefully she's not thinking of that. And let's have a look at her line from behind. It's coming into view. Get down. We might have a Reuben, and we have, but it's not going to... Oh, I don't know. It's flopped that bowl in.
Well, just really be that bowl at 3 o'clock, and what beats that? Because that's Springwood's closest bowl. So I think... You know, they think that the back blue bowl was their closest bowl, so if that's
wow,
the case,
okay, so let's have a look. We currently got Bob the Builder measure.
That one's definitely in. So
yeah, but I'd be going to measure that. Oh,
yep.
I would have measured the other bowl.
Yeah, the front one's in.
But do you think they should have maybe re-measured the one on the right?
Well,
they haven't done that.
The Springwood, Karen from Springwood said that's our closest.
And that's,
so,
you got to take that.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, depth perception, but
Yep.
they're over it and we're not.
Absolutely. So
3.
Early call. Is that going to change the nature of the game?
Yeah, they just have
There's
to win
8 points.
Yep.
9 ends.
Yep. Plenty of time.
If they can...
Yep.
Now, what have they done with the mat? Where is it?
Mat's up a little bit, like 2 metres up, but not more, but it's a shorter jack.
Okay.
So
now, I don't know if... Is that legal length? Oh, no, I don't think it's long enough. It might be.
Well, they've said it, and it'll be time for the umpire, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So Gail's happy to centre it. And
I can't believe I've called that camera in and I've gone to the minimum distance. And guess what? I have to change my mats now. And... Oh...
Anyway, it looks like it's fine, but no one's called an umpire, so...
There we go.
Yeah, if you,
Okay. Is this the turning point for Colleen?
Well, it has to be.
Come on, Colleen. Look, I'm going for both sides here. I just know what it's like when you're not doing your role. She's trying. Yep. She's not trying to be short, but guess what?
Yep,
she's behind the head.
She's got behind, so that'll be fine. So now she knows, and she's nailed that line. She's nailed that line.
And she just saw me clapping. I don't know her from a bar of soap, but she might come and give me a knuckle sandwich.
But, look at Katrina. Nothing phases her.
Katrina is doing well.
Nothing is phasing her.
I wonder if we were to get Chelsea on the mic to see what she would be talking about. But I won't do that yet because she's just having a drink.
No, I think we'll leave her alone. That's better weight.
She doesn't look too hot and bothered at the moment, but I'm sure she's trying.
Fairly unflappable.
Newly 18-year-old.
No, turned 18 last week.
Look at this. Now, Katrina has had to change hands, but she still nailed her line.
Yeah, no, she has been very impressive. So...
Okay, Melinda. Orange Dynamics. Very smooth, very low. Good agility. Yeah, good technique. Look, technique, anything technique, as long as it works.
Yeah.
It's about consistency and replicating that.
Yep, there's plenty of people with crazy techniques, and you would say you'd never teach that, but it works for them.
Yep.
So, again, got a line.
Now, we're on the Ken Roach green. Did you know anything about Ken?
Long time ago. Ken used to play for the state, I think, from Campbelltown. Very good bowler, number 1 pennant skip forever. I'm pretty sure Roachy was a state representative from Campbelltown.
Look at the front end of Springwood. They've just always been around. They've really given their third and their skip a really good opportunity. But Bargo, it's time to shine. It's time for Melinda to get a bowl in there.
And I think just in terms of an all-round performance, Springwood have been more dominant. You know, this change in length, this change in tactic, Springwood's jumped on it much quicker.
Yeah, I know that Colleen there might still be holding shot, but it might be a measure at the moment. But I forgot to take me old Bob Bob. I've got my cartoon characters now not blocking any of the screen because
No, doesn't like that one.
No, let's have a look.
Yep, that's gone.
But a number of our viewers said, Matt, love the characters, but get them out of the road. So we've done that. And I did try and adjust that camera to make sure that the landscape was level. A bit over there, the concrete's a bit up and down, so I might adjust that for our afternoon game. It's just skewed probably even more one way. Oh, he's got a line. Look at the line from the players.
They've all got this line with the mat up, but it's just who's going to correct onto that weight. Karen has a few metres to take off, and so does Chelsea.
Now, she checked her backswing then. Yeah. She didn't follow through as much, and that's really hard to do, and that's why you found maybe a discrepancy in her line.
Yeah, a bit of a flick as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to guide it with my hand rather than just trust the process. Have a look at this delivery. Smooth, repetitive, and that's exactly what she did when she was on the long end. She just sort of changes and slows it down a bit, and look at this correction. Just over-corrected, but it might... Has it counted? I don't think so.
Well, there's now a bowl in both draws. So that's
and Heather are actually really taking the time here, showing a bit of experience.
And even if it's shot, yeah, you can just draw underneath it. Yep. Draw narrow. Everyone thinks you've got to draw to the jack, but...
I understand that, but see, the problem is Chelsea's bowl's on its running surface. If she hits this in the guts, this is going straight to the jack, where the other one, if it hit... Colleen's bowl was going to wobble. Now look at this. I don't think she's centred enough.
I don't think this has weight.
Now there's a couple of things, Doc. That bowl, I believe, was both in Karen's draw and in her eye, right? And it was in her line, so she had to get under it. And that can be off-putting.
Yep.
You know, I try and look at, if a bowl's in my eye, it might not be in my line.
Yes.
But then compute that from your brain to your hand when you're under pressure.
Yep. No, it is. It's the psychology of bowls. You know, so much is played.
But I love it.
That's
what it's two things:
yeah.
line and length.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a game of chess.
Just like cricket and darts.
Okay.
It's all line and length. But yeah, it's the brain, it's the thoughts, and it's how that impacts on your muscles and your delivery.
Time to go to show that she got to the champion of champions by winning the club singles, by being able to draw. She really needs to get back into a draw.
Has to miss it.
Oh no.
Gives it away.
You know, Doc, the common saying when I was in 1985 as a 15-year-old, if you're up, don't cross the head.
Yep.
Cross the head, she promoted the other bowl.
Exactly. Narrow, heavy bowls are what kills you in
She
this
couldn't
game.
have done that if she tried.
No. Ooh, that looks tight. No, you just don't want to... I mean, you're being outplayed, and then you don't want to give them any more luck. And that was an opportunity of scoring 2 or 3 and chipping away at this 8-shot.
So let's see how she approaches this. The weight of the shoulders is on her. A bit high. And that was what she needed to do with the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like the weight to hit that bowl up was perfect.
Yep.
Now the momentum again, instead of being 8 behind.
Yep. Well, instead of being potentially 5 behind.
That's what I mean.
They're now 9 behind.
Yep.
Yeah,
And this is in a fairly good area, this bowl.
4-shot swing, potentially a 5-shot swing.
If she's here,
yep.
She's got to be here, and look at that.
If she trails it, brings the other 2 in. Oof, good bowl. 2 it is.
Oh. I don't know if they're going to get any more. They're doing it.
Next door, Glenbrook 16 leading Penrith 4. So two one-sided games at the moment in these semi-finals. Looks like it's 2 is the final call. In the men's, we've got Bargo 13, Glenbrook 11 in the men's, and Penrith 15 leading Camden 10. And it's 15-5 in the seniors with Campbelltown dominating Penrith. I'll get you a few calls.
Great.
We have a lead change in the open reserve. We now have Camden leading Taralga 7-6. And we have Penrith. Where are we? Penrith leading Glenbrook 10-8. 9 all between Hazelbrook and Lawson. And I think it's 12-6 to Camden over Kingswood. Those last games were the reserve fours and the senior ladies singles.
Lots of clubs represented today, Doc.
Yep, we've got 10 different clubs here out of our 33.
That's great.
Which is great. And we've had 10 different clubs winning tournaments along the way.
That's a very healthy region.
At the moment, we've got Glenbrook and Bargo. They've won 3 of the events up until now. Camden 2. And then Austral, Bowral, Campbelltown, Lawson, Penrith, Trafalgar, Windsor with 1 each.
We'll have a look at the shot there by Colleen. That's more like it.
That's the early pressure they need.
And that's what it comes down to, viewers, too. Early pressure. If you're playing a game of singles, your first bowl is crucial. Now, where does Colleen go?
And great reply. Pop the jack out.
Oh, what a shot.
Superb
Katrina is absolutely player of the match at the moment.
And if you've got a lead who can play a little second shot like that, that's just perfect.
Well, have a look at this view from Colleen. Can't see through her. She's not that
A few little shakes of the head.
happy with it, but look, she needed to be behind. She's got the shot. She had one bowl on the head, one on, one behind.
Yeah, so that pressure's been relieved with a really good bowl from Katrina, but to leave that one metres short and narrow doesn't help.
So 8 ends left, 10 on the board.
Yep.
Still possible. But we've got to make sure that they win this end, and they've got one at the moment. But Katrina and Joe have really stepped up the pressure.
Yep.
And given Karen and Heather an easier task of it.
And they'll get out of the way.
Oh, well, now. Well, she did sort of try, but welcome, Yosemite Sam. And that comes through and away we go. He'll disappear. We've got to get rid of him, though. He'll stay up there forever.
Okay, so Mel needs to add a good second shot.
That's
here.
all right. Ooh. Heather. Heather. That's okay. No. Sorry, viewers.
So,
Turn the volume down.
So Melinda just dropping it. It's difficult with Colleen's bowl on the way there to have much confidence playing a backhand draw.
A lot of players have got the ice scarves on at the moment.
Yes, yeah, a few of those. I brought mine with me today.
Very important. Okay. Jo with her second bowl.
So I don't think Springwood would be too unhappy being 1 down.
No.
They got plenty of opportunities of drawing a second, and this is looking pretty good coming in.
Oh, she's drawn the
Just
shot.
sits underneath it. Beautiful
Oh,
bowl.
well done.
Yep, no, they've just got to the jack. They've got to the shot first. They're just outdrawing and getting there first and putting more pressure on Bargo. So Bargo's really been struggling chasing the game.
Oh, here she is. You can't tell what's going on, Melinda, under those sunglasses. There's no steam coming out the ears, but she's given this a chance. Might get the... Okay. Look, she gave it a chance. Time for Ruben to say hello.
Yeah, so I'll give that one a Ruben.
But that's okay. All right.
Again, nothing behind for Bargo.
Yeah, it's all about setting up the head, and that's one thing they've really lacked.
Karen looking for a trail.
Oh, we're going to get the double whack here. Oh. Okay. Now, the problem for Chelsea here is this. The trail is on for Springwood. How does she get another bowl in that catching area? I'd imagine that she needs to play her forehand and come through the pink bowl.
Yep.
She needs to get through that bowl and cover and count. There's no point playing, and she's playing this hand. Let's see what she does with it. She might go wide and come around, or she might just try and get another one in there. Or she might trail herself.
Or she plays their shot and trails. But
And this is where the difference of opinion comes from commentators. I'm no encyclopedia.
well, she's got to a good spot anyway.
She has, but it's given them a chance now to play that shot.
Yeah, and it's an isolated bowl. Yeah. So
And the
yes,
reason why she couldn't play their shot probably is because she trailed it. She could edge it either way. She still had to play it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she uses the same weight next time and just gives herself a chance to just tidy it up, because it is just sitting out there. And not knowing Karen myself, she has got a second bowl.
For the double Reuben.
Double Reuben, but no result. Reuben only comes out if it changes the head.
Yeah.
I think we'll make that a rule. Okay. Chelsea, normally very good with her line, but guess what bowl's in her eye?
Yes.
It's not in her draw line. And she's done well to get down.
Well, she's got a third shot now. So.
Well, that's a great shot, because had that greeny white bowl come out, they'd fall down. And if I was Heather, I would be playing it, because she's got two of the back bowls.
Yeah, and look, Heather's shot doesn't change. She arrives on the green. She trails the jack.
So tell me,
It'd be hard for her to see her taking her own bowl out on the backhand with that green short bowl on the way.
Absolutely. Tell me, was there a favourite coming into this game? I mean, look at the Springwood ladies, look at the Bargo ladies. Is there an expectation on which side may have been more preferred?
Yeah, look, I think obviously I play for Bargo, but I think the Bargo team, because 3 of the 4 are representatives of the
Oh, they're in the region, yeah.
Yep, and look at this bowl.
Look at this bowl.
This is a superb shot.
Oh,
That's
you
a
know
beauty.
what? That is a beautiful shot.
And over the years, Heather and Karen have also represented Nepean and won things at the Nepean area. So
That's
it's
great.
this current generation compared to the more experienced.
Yes.
And we're seeing that at the moment in terms of experience. And probably playing more bowls together. I mean, the Bargo team is a new team. They haven't been many ladies at Bargo for a long, long time, so they're trying to find their feet. And as you said, this may only be their second game together.
Absolutely.
So learning what they can play, when they can play it.
Well, Heather's played a lovely line bowl here again. And look, she could arrive and get second shot here. But guess what? She's got the bowl in the eye. Now, that was called by Karen. She stood forward and said, "Can you drop a metre or two short?" They're actually really hard to play.
Yeah, I know it is.
Because you don't train with those much.
Short blockers you can't do voluntarily. You can do them unintentionally very often, but not voluntarily. It's a hard shot to play.
So very difficult here for Gail, because she plays with too much weight. Heather bowls, stays, it's locked in.
Yeah, and she might go 2 down.
Yeah, good encouragement. I like the language.
Chelsea's a very positive player, always encouraging her teammates.
She's obviously had some good role models.
Yeah, positivity gets you a long way in this game. Breeds confidence. Confidence breeds belief, and that's what you need in this
Absolutely.
game. So 9 up with 7. It's getting close to concern.
Any score updates, Doc?
Yes, we do. So 16-6. We have Glenbrook leading Penrith in the other ladies semi-final. Bargo 13 leading Glenbrook 12, and Penrith 15 leading Camden 13 in the men's open. Can't see the Campbelltown score, but they were up 13-5 before in the remaining senior game. Camden still lead Taralga 7-6, and we've got Penrith leading Glenbrook 11-8 in the reserves. In the ladies seniors, we've got Camden 12 leading Kingswood 6. And someone's just got to move out of the way for the Lawson-Hazelbrook game. It's 10 to Lawson, 9 to Hazelbrook. The ladies' seniors are at 12 ends and they play 18, and then the men's are at 9 and 12 respectively. So
And I was correct with Jamie Lee Warshnup. I have to back myself, but there's a post here from the Cabramatta Bull Ants that they were victorious, Jamie Lee Warshnup and Aaron Wilson, together in the BPL with the Geelong Jets. And also, and this is the other Jessie Cattell, she was runner-up with the Moreton Bay Pirates. Yeah, so very interesting things. But that's what I had in my brain. I thought the two J's, who both play for Cabra. Now, that noise is coming from 3 rinks across, and our microphones can pick it up, but they're getting quite jovial over there, Doc.
That was a Mick Thorne skipper shot from Bargo against Glenbrook. So,
and the fist pump, Mick Thorne.
Yeah, so holding a few, and Brent Gould, or Sookie, is their third. And he's
Sookie? What?
Yep, Sookie. Sookie's one of our selectors for the region.
And why has he got the name Sookie?
I don't know. I've always called him Sook, and I've never been brave to ask.
Well, maybe he throws the toys out of the cot.
Stuart Hutchinson probably know the answer to that. No, he doesn't know either.
Well, look at this. The front end from Springwood have said, listen, if you want to run us down, you're going to have to play some good bowls, because Katrina has gone bang, bang, I'm within effective bowls, not behind, but at the way the game's going at the moment, a lot of the ladies' bowls have been short, and in the line and draw line.
Yeah, unless Mel can find a little line underneath that'll hit it right, and she does. So she gets a bit lucky with that.
Yep, but still no Ruben Wiki for that, mate. That was a big fat. Yep. I need to probe that. She hasn't slide off the 3 bowls and taken the shot. No. But yeah, she played for that, and I'm glad she did, because that's actually what I do a fair bit in my building of a head when I get to skip. If you're only 30 centimetres short and on the draw line on the running surface, you give you a chance a second to put it up or miss it and get behind. Yep. Not surprised to see Joe having a little look. All right. Well, I'll move the camera in a moment after we sort of see where Melinda does. Now, Melinda needs to go bang, bang, grouping. This is what I train a lot in, grouping bowls. And look, this is a good line. She's using orange dynamics. That's just the speed. Yep. Some people say, it's not speed, mate, it's weight. Well, the speed of the bowl, or the weight of the bowl, it's my bloody show, so I'll say what I want. However...
Power, momentum.
Yes, anything. All of that. You get the gist.
Yeah.
Once again, Heather using the foot to say, land it here.
Missed that line.
Now, look, I don't know if you watch other players' bowls. It's good to watch them, but not to take exact note of their line, because Melinda's using dynamics. Joe's using SRVs. The only person using XOGs is Katrina. So if I was Karen, I would watch where Katrina's bowling. There might be a size 2 or a size 3, whatever they are, and then get your line, because there's not much difference. So let's just see if she's able to correct. Once again, Bargo's not going away, but we're 2/3 in.
Yep.
So let's see what happens with Karen. She's thrown this down, delivered the bowl with a much better line, much better purpose. If it gets down, she could get the shot. She needs a clear run. Ruben Wiki comes in and gets the shot. Now, you know what? Yes, it was a fortunate result, but she was in the area.
Yeah, she had the weight.
Yep. And then
so
Mr. Chalky.
Yep. So Chelsea has to arrive on the green bowl.
Her line's good,
but
has she sent it?
This looks all right, Gary.
I don't think she's got the weight for that.
No, and
up and over shot.
She sort of put the arm out to say, I needed to be wider. No, you actually had good line. You needed more.
To be heavier.
More weight. And this is all good experience for all of the ladies. They're playing in warm conditions. It's in the low 30s now. And, you know, the moisture coming out of the green means that probably the grass is a bit sticky. So, you know, some of the bowls are holding their line. They're not swooping. All of that has to be taken into account. And you only get 2 turns every 8 minutes.
Yes.
Or so.
Yes.
Unless you're the lead.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the pinnacle of the game, fours.
So 21 ends.
21 ends.
42 bowls.
Yep.
Unless there's killed ends.
Yep. That's it.
That's not a lot of turns.
No. over 3 or 4 hours.
Let's have a look. She stays down. Now, I like how Heather does stay down, but by the end of the day, she's going to be tired because she stays down in that lunge for at least until the bowl gets... And look at this shot from the skipper. Just didn't send it.
But closes off that shot to allow the green. I think Gail's just got to find that run on the forehand.
She has to run through. It's almost hope and a prayer stage.
Yeah, well, she's got weight.
Just going to sneak under that line and maybe promote that other bowl up.
And this is a ribbon wiki coming.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
and look, the good thing is, over on the left of the screen, that's all hers.
There are two catches.
Land Chelsea's bowl, the coral bowl, head it. Cannon. Pink bowl goes out. Jack goes across for 5.
Exactly. There is a shot, yeah.
Now, and I'm just going to change the camera just to see if there are any bowls. There are no bowls there. There's one promoted. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, look, she has left the head, but I would have come down after my first bowl.
Yep. Look at all the angles.
Yes. No.
Higher line, but not, no. Another opportunity lost there.
Oh, I get frustrated. Can't do it for him.
No. Yeah, I just think the consistency of Springwood is showing out here.
It is at the moment. And look, I'll go back and look at the nature of YouTube Live Sports is that we can go to the videotape. We can actually go and have a look to see what's going on. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the coverage because don't go anywhere because we are YouTube Live Sports. You better be live in it. Doc, talk to me around the grounds. What do we got?
The second ladies semi-final, Glenbrook 16 leading Penrith 7. The two men's semi-finals, Bargo 15 leading Glenbrook 12 and Penrith 15 leading Camden 13. In the men's senior semi-final, we've got Campbelltown 18 leading Penrith 6 with Bargo through to the final already. In the ladies seniors, we've got Camden 14 leading Kingswood 6 and Lawson 11 leading Hazelbrook 9. And it's 11-9 in both of the reserve grades with Penrith leading Glenbrook and Camden leading Taralga.
Great start from Colleen. You know what? They are fighting. You can see it. Yep. They're all trying their best. And good on her. I'm just feeling good for her because there hasn't been many of those.
No.
And you don't need to do that. You need to do what Katrina's doing. Getting behind. But look at the second. Look at the reply. You know, I'm not surprised to see that sail through a bit. But she knows that her second has been around the mark as well.
Yep.
So 2 catches.
Yep. And that's the thing, is that Katrina's got trust in Joe. That if Katrina just goes heavy, Joe's playing with good weight and she'll bail me out. So you need that trust in your second. You have to hunt as a pack, as a lead second, and this is the best start that Colleen's had for a while.
She's got 2, but you really needed to split those 2, but that's all right.
Yeah, no, cover and count was another metre, 6 feet.
All right, let's have a look at Joe. She's got that little scarf tucking it in. She's starting to fatigue a bit. She's got looking like she's going to have to be ready for this afternoon.
Yep, they're both all the team this morning need to get some hydration and some sustenance. And
Well, Doc, if you want to do one more end, mate,
yep,
and then you can go and have a practice. And
see if Dylan wants to jump in.
Well, Dylan's over there. He's just chilling. You're going to do the men's.
Okay.
No, brilliant.
I'll give him that option, but
no,
Later on,
great to have Dylan Skinner here.
Yeah, no, we're at 15 ends, so we're reaching the point. If this gets a clear run.
Well, look, never say never.
Yeah, surprised that she was called in the forehand. I would have thought open draw on the backhand, hide the jack.
Great being in an armchair, though, isn't it, Doc?
Oh, that's great. Love it.
That's what I love about it. My game has actually improved by watching a lot more different techniques and when I was coached by a guy named Joe Shell from Willoughby Park in 1985, and he had a mirror that he would just bring out, and I would look at my staying down and technique and...
Yeah, so there you go. That was a shot that Mel should be playing.
Yep. But it was back when you could actually get the stick. Not that he threatened to hit me, but any time that I wasn't be up and shut up, that was the call.
Right.
And yet this is a guy who likes to talk, as you can imagine. I found it very difficult. He said, you can only talk if you draw a front resting toucher or you've covered the bowl behind. Okay, all right. If you're short, drop and give me 20. I was like,
Blimey.
that was just as a lead, and I was a lead at Willoughby Park for 10 years.
Right.
Because I was the youngest by about 20.
Yes.
And that's where I learnt, just draw. And my dad said, the only times you drive to and from the bowling club, that's the only time you drive as a lead.
Yes.
So a lot of the players these days who come into it are coming off, barefoot bowls or jack attack, and they attack.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, clearly it's a different world, but also the bowls allow you to play bigger shots with more consistency and more confidence with the narrower line.
He does. So where does she go? Where does Chelsea land to give Gail and the team a best chance?
Yep. Yeah. Look, it's an open draw. It's a bit fiddly on that forehand to get back to that.
You think they need a multiple? One's better than none, but they need at least two.
Yep.
And look, a person of Chelsea's ability, a regional player, can draw that. That is 3 feet from the front to the back. That's what she's got, and her line has been great, but the whole match she has been that yard short.
Yeah. Yeah, and the weight of a third, you should rarely be short at the third. You just got to
also in the way that the Colleen and Melinda have been a bit inconsistent in where they have. Great game, don't get me wrong, viewers. It's made it even harder.
Now it definitely needs a friend. Got to get to that back.
Let's have a look how she sets up. The process is there. She's given it a chance.
Better line.
Look at this get down. Well done.
That's a good shot. That's second shot.
Second shot.
No. One. Heather's just saying one. So unless it falls over, it's third shot. Okay, a bit of a jump in the men's game. Bargo 17, leading Glenbrook 12.
We'll have a look at that
on 15 ends and a bit tighter now. Penrith 15, leading Camden 14. The other semi-final, Glenbrook 16, leading Penrith 7, and that's with 6 ends to go. So they're 9 up with 6 ends to go. And Springwood here at 12 up with 6 ends to go. So two clear favourites at the moment, but lots of bowls to come.
So does Heather have a little run through the middle? Because you've got to go quick, because I haven't seen her play a weighted shot there, or is she just going to try and
she's got nothing to lose.
Get to Chelsea's bowl?
Got a couple of seconds. She's got both bowls behind, but she's just back in a draw.
Yeah, why change something if it's not broken, right?
Yeah.
Now, all Gail needs to do, and this is all she has to do, she just has to land Chelsea's bowl.
Yep.
But she's been up and down with line and length, so she can go back and roll up. But
no, she's missed that line early, and
see, this gets back to the process. And I hope she watches this back and go, okay, pressure of the scoreboard, the teammates are a bit inconsistent. I'm the skipper. I get paid the big bucks. I need to change. And I need to draw. And she's the champion singles player at the club. So you'd back her to group bowls, but easier said. It's 33 degrees out there.
Yeah. And
the pressure of the other players.
But all of the Bargo players have been under pressure.
From the get-go.
From the get-go. So everybody is having to
perform under pressure.
And make up for the errors of their teammates earlier.
Sweaty palms, the bowl doesn't come out smoothly, everything hurts. And look, she's given this a chance. She's given it some real estate, but has she sent it?
No, the old swing it through isn't going to happen. So one, maybe two. Yep, one it is. And
Okay.
so, again, so really mat up. You've got to do something different.
Yeah.
You've got to throw them off. But again, if Bargo's, have they got the confidence to do something that radical?
Well, look,
They have to.
the only feedback they've got, though, to go on is when they went short, Springwood grouped
Yep.
very well.
Yes.
So maybe go medium.
Yeah.
Well, look, we have had a change in the mat's come up a little bit.
Yeah, and the jack's
And the
short
jack.
again. So,
Okay, so let's see.
So last time they were actually holding 2 and Gale hit the Springwood bowl in for shot, so they can sort of take some solace in that they were actually holding more shots, but for a bad bowl that had a bad result.
Absolutely.
And again, good bowl there from Colleen. She's got behind, so just has to pull a foot off a weight.
What I might do, Doc, while you're here, I'm just going to adjust that camera just to bring up the left leg, so it just raises up the. It's not a bad horizon, but as a perfectionist, it's just a little bit.
It's a bit skew. Yep, I'll go the play-by-play while you're away.
Yeah, don't even worry about changing the cameras.
No, okay.
Oh.
So Colleen just trying to drop a little bit of weight off and hold that line. And Gail's pretty happy. That's a good correction. So Bargo holding 1. A little bit of encouragement there from her teammates. And Katrina, who's been probably the player of the match, just going a little bit heavy. But stops in there. So Bargo holding 1. Maddie's adjusting the camera. It's not an earthquake here at Campbelltown. And Mel putting it out on the high line. Trying to get it to come back to the centre. Just her weight. Her line's pretty good there. So Katrina's got second shot. Joe's got a chance just to outdraw. The Springwood combination's been pretty dominant all the way through. So leaning over, probably thinking it's turned her back on it.
Oh, look at that horizon. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
And gets the shot there. So Heather thinks that bowl got the shot. So even though Joe turned her back, just had enough weight to hold on. So Mel's got to drop a metre or 2 and beat that front blue.
Look,
They're all pretty happy with this. There's a bit of chirp coming.
the Bargo
And
girls haven't been
that's
far off.
No.
As if Springwood have been better. They have been outplayed. There is only 11 with 5 ends to play. They really need to get at least 2 or 3 on this end. But I can tell you, the way Heather's bowling, she's been very good at converting or covering through. And that would be the phone.
Yep, Heather's pretty pleased with that one from Joe.
Up and down.
Yep, so Chelsea's got to land the orange, just
Mother and daughter combination. Land the bowl.
pop it on the running surface.
Come through 2 feet. Line is good for the dynamic there, for the coral dynamic. Just got to reach, and she running out. Hurry. Okay. Well, look, both bowls on the running surface.
Yep.
She can split them and then come in for 3.
Yep. So nothing for narrow for Chelsea's next
No,
ball.
correct.
And Karen's got 2 that she can hit. So whoever's going to sort of pop their short bowls closer is going to win this end.
Good line there. Just don't know if he's got enough weight to promote the bowl. Well, she needed another 2 foot. That's why I said she had a good line, because I thought she had maybe 2 foot on it, and that would have promoted the bowl.
That looks narrow to me.
And all down to her weight.
So luckily she hasn't got the weight to give the shot away. But
You're right, had she had the weight, that was the line.
yeah, had the line. Just
She just had to have the weight to get to that green whitish bowl. But you know what she has done? She's made that promotion a little bit harder for Springwood. And Karen has made the adjustment.
Yep.
And Heather's getting a little bit excited.
Yep, and she's made that.
A bit hard to see it. Let's have a look on the replay, but sorry, viewers, Heather's just encroaching a little bit on the line, but let's have a look on the YouTube Live Sports replay. She was trying to land those bowls, and she did. She did get under that short bowl of Chelsea, planted Joe's, roll it in.
Yep. So they just got to it first. They both had the same shot to play.
And now what does Gail do? Does she go firmer at her orange bowl?
Yep.
And try and roll that blue bowl out, because she can't. She can't draw any other shot in.
There's no draw on the backhand. It's swing weight onto the orange, try to punch the blue through.
She's tried it.
Yep.
But just missed the line. And that's where Chelsea needed to be with her second shot. Yep. Play the shot to help you skip. But I've had skips where I've seen a shot as a third. They haven't given it to me because they want the cowboy shot.
Yes.
You know, hang on.
Yeah, that's
no, cover. Put one here in cover. Hang on, there's one already there.
Yeah, no. Prima donnas.
You get a couple of those, but that's okay.
Well, we've got a big score happening. Yep, Bargo picks up at 2. So they're 19-12. They're 7 up with 5 to play.
Doc, have you been given a rough time of when we're starting? They obviously have lunch.
Yeah. Look, it's gazetted to start at 1, but I think by the time everybody gets off...
Yeah. Well, the green speeds aren't running that quick, so you'd think we would be getting on sooner. But
normally around about 1.
But viewers, I will start the coverage as soon as... but look, it's all dependent on, we've got, is it 8 rinks going at the moment?
Yeah, but we're playing on this green this afternoon, so we just got to get these 5 games off. And so they're all at the 15 end mark.
Look at this, Heather has missed her line and almost Ruben wicked in.
Uh-huh.
But that's the nature of when the momentum's with you, these things happen more than not. It's not a case of, I've had no good luck. You've got to create your good luck by reaching. Magic fingers again, and it's time.
Yeah, so it's looking like, at least with these 2 semi-finals, 16-9 and 20 plus to 9, may not play the last end at this rate. I think the 2 men's semi-finals are going to go down to the wire. The remaining senior semi-final, 19-5, that might also pull up stumps earlier. So it'll really just depend on the others.
Now, I don't know. I think that could have been just 1, but I actually couldn't see the signal from the girls.
Yes, we've got a big master board up there at the moment, and just when they move, I can tell you the exact score.
And this game may go the same way.
21. It is 21-9, so that was a 1.
You generally don't finish early unless it's mathematically impossible to win.
Yes.
And that's pretty common.
Yep, and that's, because there's no margins, there's no, it doesn't matter, it's just winner takes all, and if you're 9 down, you're not going to pick up a 9. We don't play jokers or power plays yet in state events.
No.
May well happen.
Lovely bowl from Katrina.
Yep.
Look, I'm going to show you what she looks like on the mat. She's so relaxed. And then Colleen sort of coming through, not as smooth in delivery, but that's familiar for her. Let's see how she goes. She's actually played a lot better coming back towards the club. Commentator's curse always happens. But have a look at this, viewers. Technique, process, nice and balanced, bowl low, good release point, over the top of the bowl, and she just comes up and rocks up.
Yeah, follows through.
Very, very Corey Wed-like almost. And look at this. Line's good. He might have just commentator curse again, but she's looking chilled.
Yeah, and they're getting to the jack first. Then they're playing better bowls early on. So.
Come on, Colleen. Give them a chance. I don't want this game to finish early. And with the adrenaline, Drake's Pride, I think the adrenaline is the narrower version of the Drake's prize. That's well done. Good second shot, and actually applauded by Heather. I appreciate that. And that's why I love the bowls community, and particularly the Nepean Highlanders. As I said, this is my third visit to Campbelltown, and I had the pleasure of witnessing Campbelltown last year in the twos win the flag. And they'd been into 4 finals, and they started as a group from the 5 grade. And they'd been progressed every year. And I think they ended up winning 2 state flags or runners-up.
I think they won the 3s.
Unbelievable. And not too many personnel changes, a couple, because as you'd expect, as you get better, you're going to attract people because what you're doing is a good culture. But I'm still loving that Friday night thing for midweek open single gender. I think that was great.
You know, we had...
Hooray!
Great shot. Takes it back.
You know what? They've created their good luck because they've reached. Yes! Well done. But guess what? I still don't have the shot. And I don't mean to be disrespectful by laughing, but that's just, she's given herself a chance.
And now,
but was there much resistance when the committee said, "Hey, we're going to play this on Friday night"?
No, we all.
And the clubs went, "Well, this is what it is because we are matched, so we're going to make the call." But
and the other thing was that there were 3 clubs, Picton, Austral, and Bargo, who didn't play any home games because they didn't have lights.
Wow!
So they were happy to play 5 away games over 5 Fridays for the opportunity of playing number 1. Open.
So did you get the better players playing?
No, full squads of everybody. So
well, we don't have that happening. We've got we're in Division 2 men's and Division 4, and we are a Grade 1 club. 1 maybe 2. Because it's played midweek.
And we knew we would have had nobody, and so
we've got it. We've only got 3 clubs: Belrose, Harbord, and DY. All have lights, and we could play. Well, one's a Division 1 club, and we've got 2 Division 2 clubs, so we're only playing 4 matches. But we could have got that done and had all the. You know, Belrose is a platinum bowling club. I mean, they're ineligible, but you know they're still putting in anyway. Food for thought.
And you know we wanted to represent at the single gender number 1s.
With a strong tie.
We wanted to showcase the players that we've got. We wanted to give them the opportunities of playing against the guns of New South Wales.
Well, you know what? We had 3 teams in 2 divisions. We changed it to allow other people to play, not midweek and later. We might not just get 4 rounds. Well, we get 6 rounds, but there's 2 buys.
Well, it was a tournament atmosphere because we'd had 72 players at the one club.
How good!
We'd have
like Magic Round.
It was. It was like Magic Round. We were all together for three of the 5 weeks.
The bar, the restaurant benefits, the spectators benefit, the families benefit because you're not taking them away from.
You're not doing sick days or
How
days
good.
off work. So no, it was a great initiative. We're obviously we're going to find out soon enough what the 2027 calendar is going to look like. We'll that's obviously single gender pennants.
And then change it all around with going from calendar year now to from financial year.
Calendar, So we're just waiting to see what. I think Bowls New South Wales have they're going to release their calendar sometime mid-March. So we're expecting that how our calendar will look next year, and whether single gender pennants for men will actually continue. Certainly, there's been not a lot of buy-in from regions in terms of clubs. Everyone's playing open gender pennants. We've had lots of numbers in that, but not many people are playing single gender.
No, absolutely. Well, look, the head set up once again very well from Katrina and Joe, and Karen holding shot this time round. So currently see Springwood holding 2. All right, I really hope for Gail she draws the shot here, just for her confidence. She's been up against it the whole match. There is a 12-shot deficit with 4 ends to play. Everyone's looking really hot and sweaty. It is warm out there. And they've got to do it all again after lunch.
Well, half of them do.
I know.
This is a pretty Difficult shot trying to find a run through here.
Well, Ruben. Not quite. Look, she gave it a chance.
So the other semi-final isn't quite a lay-down misère. It's you can probably see in the background there. It's 16-11 now.
Yeah, only 5 ends to go.
16-11 to Glenbrook. They were up 16-6, so they may have dropped a big score then.
Let's see skipper Heather threading the needle here. She might get a bit of unlucky. That was her opponent's bowl coming up. That was Chelsea the third.
Still one.
Only one down. They need to win this end. So she has to play to get that pink bowl out.
Yep.
And Heather's got bowls coming in left, right and centre.
Yeah. Little swinger try to find that hole and get to the jack or get to the bowl. But
well, look, she might have drawn it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, she missed that, she had.
Oh.
One down. So we're 13 up with 3 to play. Looking pretty grim now for Bargo. As I said, Glenbrook 16, Penrith 11. In the men's, we've got Penrith 21 leading Camden 14 and Bargo 19 leading Glenbrook 12. The remaining senior game, Campbelltown 19 leading Penrith 6. We've now got Camden 12 leading Terralga 10 and Penrith 15 leading Glenbrook 9 in the 2 semi-finals of the reserves. In the ladies, we've got Hazelbrook taking the lead 13-12 over Lawson, and we've got Camden 18 leading Kingswood 10. So the ladies are at 14 or 15 ends in an 18 end game. The others are all playing 21 ends.
And 18 ends, is that just the rules of the land for seniors?
Yeah, that's how the
Bowls New South Wales?
Bowls New South Wales set it up. They've had shortened games for all the events. I think even pairs, they might have played 3-bowl pairs in the senior ladies.
Right. Do you think that would have been generated by the players as well, just to sort of try and help the demographic?
Yeah, potentially.
I know my dad can't play more than 2 hours of bowls.
Right.
He's 81.
Yeah.
He's had numerous shoulder operations, and I wish he could play, but he said, "Son, I can't go in any of these because I just can't do it."
Yeah. You were talking earlier on before about changing your bowls in the middle of a game. One idea I've always had is it's probably the only game other than rowing that you can't change your team during a match.
And I think you should.
You know, you should be able to substitute somebody after 7 ends or 10 ends.
What about changing positions?
Yeah, I think all of that. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you play footy, you can move people out into the centres or into the middle. Or
so if I put on a tournament with that sort of futuristic look, you'd think it'd be very supported, wouldn't you?
Well, you think so, because again, it allows people to arrive late. If you're working in the morning and you can't get to a 1 o'clock pen game, then rock up at 2:30 and you can play the back end. If someone's struggling, then I'll lead. You can play second. You know, so just the ability to change the way the game is played.
Yep. We've got to think outside the box because unlike your region where you've got a 40% increase. Most regions are going the other way.
Yeah. So
and you're not littered with juniors.
No.
And not many regions are.
No.
I mean, look, Cabramatta do a very good job. They don't charge their juniors anything.
No.
They give them a uniform. They give them membership. When I was a junior, there was no junior membership. You couldn't even walk into the club because of the pokies.
Yes.
And you had to stay out there, and that was the kids section, and you know. But yeah, good shot from Mel.
Yep.
But look, lots of innovation, and I reckon it'll happen here in the Nepean Highlanders because you guys and girls are got a really good committee now. Are you an interim committee, or are you basically?
No, we're an interim committee up until now. We've got our AGM probably around about October this year, and so then the formal committee will be created for the next year. So there'll be a president, a secretary, a treasurer, and chairman of match. They're the standard ones, but also it allows 2 other positions, and so we're looking at creating a position around business development and also around media and marketing. We'll be looking for 2 separate directors.
Well, look at this.
Yep.
the Springwood girls have had another end off, which, well, Katrina, by Katrina's standard, she's got second shot.
Still,
But the other three have been sprayed.
Yep.
So let's see.
Yep.
Karen does have to do something. She hasn't been called on much to do because the girls at the front end have been doing so well.
Yeah.
But she's been present when she needed to.
Yeah, it's been fairly stress-free for the back end of Springwood.
Yeah, but what a good position you guys are in, the Nepean Highlanders and the Campbelltown Bowling Club. Oh, they've done so well. And
Yeah, and the other thing as well is that, we've got Bargo Sports Club as a major sponsor, so they look after...
How good is it?
Yeah, they look after... They host the pennants for 3 years in a row, the pennant finals day, and they get to choose 2 of the 4 finals. So this year they chose pairs and triples. And then we put the other singles and fours out to tender. And so Campbelltown was the successful tender to host these finals.
Great.
So a little bit of internal competition for a bit of bar trade and food and beverages.
Yeah, but I love it because you've got to have the members that can help with the volunteers or who can step up as well. I mean, you've got an active committee. DY, it's a ghost town on Sunday except for all the patronage that comes from all the young families. But you put tournaments on Sunday and you say regional stuff. There's no one that can help with the shade cloths or put up the flags. It's like, it's one person, you know. And when you're up against these super clubs that have paid coordinators, paid this, it works. And, for the sake of 10 grand or 5 grand.
Yeah. And
that attracts that progressive nature of thought. And then you learn, then you get the benefit of success in tournaments. And good on you, Chelsea. Another bowl behind the head.
Yep, they've got some good opportunities. Yeah, and so Campbelltown is now owned by the Campbelltown Catholic Club, so they've gone into that agreement about a year or so ago. But they've got a bowls coordinator, and the Campbelltown Catholic Club are supporting the game of bowls. That's not always the case with these takeovers, but they've been good so far.
Great. Now the other part of this green, and it might be known as northwest, east, south, but Norm.
Yep.
The Norm Chipman.
I confess I don't know who Norm Chipman is.
That's okay.
Never played with him.
You're not from Campbelltown.
And I don't think Dylan's going to have the answer this afternoon.
No, that's all right. Well, I might speak to someone from there. But
Cole Appleby will be the one to give you the answer.
Terrific.
The regional treasurer. He's been a Campbelltown stalwart forever.
Yeah. Tell me, look, Heather's missed her line as well, but they've got 1 or 2 players have stepped up out of 1 of their 2 bowls, so they've been there. And poor Gail.
Oh dear, she's having a bad day.
And the harder you try, the worse it becomes normally.
It's an awful feeling. We've all been there.
That's okay, it's hot. She might have had an interesting week. But really, this is the character building stuff where, look, the scoreboard's probably gone by the way the nature. There'd have to be a huge turnaround. But look, play positive. You get a trail on this, you might pick up a couple, but she's not playing the hand. She had to come under the other way. Maybe she's looking at trying to roll Chelsea over. Needs to have sent it. Yep, and she's doing that practice shot. Now, what does it look like? Is that one? No, it is 1. Okay, up and back.
So this may be the last end. It's 22 to 10. So unless they pick up a 4 and then get an 8, it's looking like this may be the last end. The other semi-final is getting tighter. Glenbrook 16, Penrith 12. That's 4 ends to go. The men's, Bargo 19, leading Glenbrook 13, that's on 17 ends, so 6 up with 4. And Penrith 21 leading Camden's 15, so they're 6 up with 3 ends to go. 21 to 6, Campbelltown dominating Penrith in the other semi-final. It looks like that's also 4 ends to go, so likely to be a Campbelltown Bargo final in the men seniors senior 4s. That'll be on this afternoon, and at the moment looking like Springwood will be playing Glenbrook, an all mountains affair in the ladies open, but again plenty of bowls to come in the other semi-final. and Bargo and Penrith are leading the men's opens. Camden leading Trafalgar, and Penrith leading Glenbrook in the reserves. Lawson's back in the lead, 15-13 with 2 ends to go in the ladies seniors, and Camden 20-10 on 15 ends. So getting to the business end of the other games, and hopefully we can keep you abreast of those whilst we're still on the air.
Well,
oh, there's a spider. There's a spider's web. I just turned back from looking at the scores and saw bowls all over the place.
Yeah. Look, they're probably, with a start like that from Colleen, she found a line just in the speed of the green. It has probably evolved the whole morning, particularly with the humidity. It hasn't gone super quick. The wind hasn't picked up. Good conditions actually for bowls. So here comes Melinda trying to play and cover her lead. And look, she's improved the position. She has got second shot. And I'd imagine that Joe will go, you know what? Got one behind. Let me get another one in the head and let's see how she goes. She's now on the backhand. Nice and relaxed technique. And away she goes. Knee on the ground. She's really had a good job with finding her line. Yeah, I don't mind that. You know, look, she's out of the way.
Yep. Yeah, another catcher just in case the jack gets moved. But remember, Bargo must get a 4 to keep this game alive.
So Melinda, I think, has been the better of the 4 bowlers in Bargo. She's been quite consistent. But that's been the story, the overcorrection. They've been pretty good with their line. It's just the speed of the green. They've really found it a little bit challenging as we look at Joe. Front end has been really good for Springwood, and being here at the Catholic Club, a mere miracle would have to happen.
Yes.
Mary McKillop would have to have a real good crack. I'm a Catholic myself, but baptised Catholic, and I think I was baptised very early, so I've got no say in whether I was baptised or not. But what a lovely bowl from Joe. Great correction. And that's what the art of bowls is, correction. You get 2 goes, you want to be here. Come on, Chelsea, finish with the blaze of glory. She's in the area. Get down, get the shot.
Yeah, gets number 1. Big finish there.
Unfortunately, not enough today.
No. And then the next hard part of bowls is repetition.
Well, to get 4,
Yep.
the only 2 short bowls are from Bargo.
Yep.
They needed all to be grip near the tee and have a crack.
Yep.
So here she goes. Karen, Penk XGs. Temperature in the mid-30s now.
Yeah, looking tight. So
Humidity has dropped because there's a bit of a breeze, but come on down. The food here is great. The company's brilliant. The beer's cold, apparently.
yeah, and there's a breeze blowing through,
Yeah,
and
it's
plenty
nice.
of shade and viewing areas. So come on down.
All right, Chelsea, like she does in training with Harley McDonald, grouping. And she's just got to get a clear run.
You just missed a line. So
Using dynamics, so there's a really big margin for error with dynamics. You just have to be a centimetre up the other end, and you don't change too much. But this is Karen, a fairly relaxed stance. No shooter stance or 1 foot too far in front of the other, almost legs together. I should say feet the same width apart. Bowl's on its way. I'd like to see Karen follow through straight. She sort of stays out like a wing to try and guide the bowl, particularly on her backhand. And that's where the consistency is dropping because her delivery is not as consistent. Are you favour your forehand or backhand, or are you pretty good at both with draw shots?
oh look, as a lead, you try to stay on one side of the rink, so you have to play them both. But
Well, you get to dominate one side of the green, you know, and you know the track lines, and you don't have to change too much.
Yeah,
but
so
but
I
if
think-
you're driving, do you have a preferred?
driving, I'm probably a bit more reliable on my backhand.
Okay, a lot more people are with the accuracy.
Probably on just a smoother delivery.
Yeah, forehand can be a little bit more wayward. A lot of people, if they miss with their backhand, they normally miss narrow, and on their forehand they miss wide.
Yep. Just an update on the other semi-final. Glenbrook are now 19-12 on 18 ends, so they're 7 up. In the men's open, Bargo 19 leading Glenbrook 15 with 3 ends to go, and Penrith 21 leading Camden 17 with 2 ends to go. So tightening up in all those games, and 21-7, Campbelltown dominating Penrith in the senior men's.
Well, we could be facing our final 2 bowls of the morning.
Yep, we could, and I'll just give you the rest. Camden's leading Terralga 15-10. Penrith leading Glenbrook 18-9. Lawson's leading by 2, and Camden's leading by 8 in the lady seniors. So yeah, so they'll keep an eye on Bowls Link. There'll be 5 finals this afternoon. I'll be playing, so I won't be able to join you.
Well, Doc, it's been great to have you in commentary and your insight into the region and your take on how it's been going here. I don't think Heather will play her final bowl. She can, just to try and make up. Well, she's still going to play. But what's next for you, mate? You're obviously playing this afternoon, and hopefully you get the chocolates there. But what's next for you?
Then we've got our Open to Independence a week after that. Club pairs are coming up.
Where have you found yourself? What team are you playing in?
Oh, at the moment I'm sort of playing third in the second grade, but I'll be then I'll be sort of leading in the top grade after a few more weeks. There's just a few people being available and unavailable, and then I'm going to miss all the finals because I'm going around the world in a cruise between May and September. So.
Does that mean that your tenure as president, or what are we thinking?
No,
you haven't made an announcement yet?
That'll continue, and obviously we want as many people to stand for positions as we can, but I'll probably, look at hanging around and putting my name up for president for another year for the region. We've made a lot of big inroads, and I'd like to keep moving that forward. So I'll do my best to apply, and if somebody else wants a job, good on them.
Well, mate,
thanks, man.
I love your work.
Thanks,
Listen,
mate.
if you could do me a favour and go and get Katrina.
Yep.
She's my most valuable player. I want to have a quick chat with her.
Okay.
And
I'll find her there. I'll be back.
Good luck this afternoon.
Yep. Thanks, Matt.
But we're going to have a quick chat, hopefully, with our lead, Katrina, from this champion Springwood Bowling Club. They're off to the finals. Well done to the Bargo girls. And I'll just try and get Katrina in. I'll just try and mute the microphone so we can. All right, I've got Katrina Middlebrook here. The blue XGs. Geez, you had them going good.
Oh, I started strong. I lost it there in the middle. But,
I think you've been a bit cruel. You're our most valuable player.
Oh, there you go.
I want to high five you.
Thank you.
Did they come out good? Was the green a bit sticky? Just talk us. You're sweating.
No.
You're sweating bullets.
Yeah, we are. It's warm out there, but it was very consistent. So it's just one side wider than the other, and just keeping your line, really.
You did well. Tell me, if you missed Joe, back you up. The front end for you guys
Yeah.
was the difference. I mean, look, Karen and Heather had to contribute, and Heather played some timely bowls, but the front end You guys
Yeah,
have just
well,
really
that-
shut the girls out
Yeah,
from Bargo.
Well, that was the plan, to keep the pressure on, and that shifted it a bit, I think. And we all had our turn.
Well, one thing we noticed is that you kept the length fairly long,
Yeah.
and the Bargo girls, 3 of the 4 are representative players,
Yeah.
and they struggled to reach. Did you see yourself as the underdog going in, or you just sort of thought, we're just
no,
playing them on paper on the day?
Yeah, we didn't see ourselves as underdogs, but we knew it was going to be a tight game.
Yeah.
And we knew that when they weren't handling the length, that we just kept hammering it.
And you did. And look, if you look over there, 19-12. I think your opponent might be, is it Glenbrook over there in the
Glenbrook.
Panthers?
Yeah,
So it looks
Glenbrook.
like Glenbrook might get the chocolates. Do you know the lead from Glenbrook?
Yes, I do, Nancy. Yeah.
What do you
yeah,
reckon?
for
You want a
sure.
bit of trash talk with Nancy
Well,
right now?
Nance is normally a second or a third, so yeah, no, we'll give each other a good go.
All right, listen, Katrina. After this, what are we going to see you next? So obviously you've got the final, but
Yep.
have you got some single gender pennants coming up or other things?
Oh, just playing ladies pennants at the moment, and then so we're in the middle of a competition for that, and then open gender starts soon. So
Great.
it's all
Final
happening.
question: what do you love about this sport?
Oh, look, you never say die in this game. You can always come back, and I love that. So, there's times when we were 3 shots down and then we end up 1 up, and you just go, how good's
Well,
this
you
game?
looked cool, calm, and collected on the mat. Your
Yeah.
process and your technique was repetitious, so you actually got that consistency. And I just want to say thank you for coming on the mic. And go the crew. And you want to have a shout out from anyone watching, because hopefully they've got it up on Springwood. But you want to shout out to them?
Come on, Springwood, let's get in there. We're supporting us. We're doing it for the club.
I love
Fantastic.
it. All
Thank
the
you.
best. Well, there you go. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Look, we'll sign off for a little while, and that was Katrina Middlebrook, our most valuable player, and she did awesome. And we'll be back with the men's final closer to 1 o'clock, but we'll see you soon.